Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
If you get in trouble, bring it home to me. Whether I am near you or across the sea, I will think of something to do. I'll be on the lookout for you and I'll find you. You can count on me. And don't you let 'em get you against the wall, 'cause I'll be there to catch you, and I won't let you fall. Call me if they hit you below. Call me when there's nowhere to go, and I'll be there. You can count on me. And if they all desert you, and you start to bend, I won't let them hurt you, and I don't pretend. Don't call if you got nothing to say. Don't call me if you just want to play, but call me. You can count on me. You can count on. You can count on. You can count on. You can count on.
Kick him in the balls. 03444991000 is the phone number if you want to give us a call. I've got to be quiet because the boys are next door. Hang on. You okay, boys? Are you okay? Okay, you sure? I'm on the radio. Okay, there we go. I said they can stay up till midnight to celebrate us kicking the ass of the Nazis 75 years ago. Huh? Yes. They're staying up till midnight. Midnight at the Oasis. Send your camels to bed. Are they at the Oasis when it's midnight?
Yeah.
Are they sending the camels to bed because they're going to make love and they don't want the camels watching?
No, it's because they're being ridden hard and put away wet.
Ooh! Hey, what? Who are you?
Catherine Boyle. As if you didn't know.
Yeah, I remember you. Kath, can I do something fun?
Well?
Yeah, okay. I saw... This is going to be fun, guys, and we'll post these pictures later. I have been involved tonight in the grossest, most disgusting thing I've ever been involved in my life. And bearing in mind, today I had to give my first ever bath to a cat, George. He's got long hair because he was covered in fecal matter, like grey fecal matter. It was grosser than that, right? Mm-hmm. I am going to send you picture. I'll do it to the group chat so Amy can join in the fun. I'm going to send you. I got a series of pictures, okay? And I'm going to send you the first picture. Okie dokie, and it says,
okay, here it comes.
I want you to describe what you see. 03444991000.
Okay, well, we got... Oh. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, what can you see there?
I'm zooming in.
Okay.
I can see your tiny, cute baby girl cat.
Patty.
On the rim of your toilet.
She stood... the toilet seat is up with boys.
Whoa.
Stood on the rim.
Now, either someone needs to go see a doctor, or what's in the bottom of the bowl looks suspiciously like a mouse.
I'm going to send you some more pictures. The more pictures are coming through now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
right. There was a mouse in the lavvy, and my young kitten, Patty, was circling it, trying to work out how to get that delicious mouse out of the lavvy.
Yuck.
It was gross. I don't think it came up. I think one of my other cats, Mucky, had brought that mouse in. I don't know how it got into the toilet. Let's just say it's been a very tense day for the cats. George is very, very poorly. I think he had a tick. Ian, Patty
Is that
was...
what happens, the stuff with the ticks?
I don't know.
Tick gave him loose bowels. Is that a
I
thing?
think, yeah, it's one of the things it can do. I've got an eye on it. He's not eaten since. He even turned his nose up at a piece of cheese, which is most unlike George. I had to give him a bath. He had grey, like, mucusy poo coming out of him. He's been throwing up all week, but cats throw up a lot. Cats throw up a lot. And he's just started going... It's the cat show, by the way. It's Cat Chat. Thursdays is Cat Chat. James says, bands, we have Cat Chat. 0344 499 1000. No, the people in the YouTube are asking, did I flush it? Of course not. I put my hand in, I pulled it out, I went to the front door and threw it on the road.
Is that a normal procedure? I don't know. I've never
It
done this.
is class. I'm not going to flush it or just block the loo. I'm not going to put it out the back because the cats are going to get it and bring it back in. It's gone out the front where an owl will get it. Let's go to Jodie. Good evening, Jodie.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, you sound like Frank Sidebottom. Yes, I can hear you, Jodie. How are you?
Oh, Frank Sidebottom was amazing. Listen,
Yes.
this is amazing. I didn't know what you were going to phone about. I originally phoned to talk to James Brown, but...
Oh, James has finished now, Jodie, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no,
Some,
but this
some
is
say he finished about 20 years ago, but I never would.
This is more amazing, what you're doing, right?
It's Thursday night Cat Chat.
Now listen to me.
Like
I'm going to tell you, right? Is this going live? Is it
We are
live?
live on the air, Jodie, right now. You're broadcasting to literally 16 people.
Listen, what I'm going to tell you, right?
Listen.
Okay.
Do you want to know a secret?
Tell me a
Do you promise
secret.
not to tell? Oh.
I'll tell you my secret before you tell me mine, right?
Okay, Jodie, I think I know what your secret
Okay.
is. It's stashed under the sofa.
Now listen.
I'm listening!
Listen.
I'm listening!
I had a cat. It was a feral cat, right?
Yes.
And his name was George, right?
My cat's
He
named
lived
George.
he lived in a block of flats, a black cat, right?
Black Clap.
His name was Rob, right?
Hang on, I thought his name was George.
No, Rob was the guy what named him. I would like it if Rob
Who was black?
it.
Was it George or Rob?
George was a black cat, right?
And, what colour was Rob? It's important.
He had hair. He had hair, wild hair, almost as good as mine, right? But not as good as mine.
The cat did,
right? No, Rob did, right?
I've got no idea what's going on.
Listen.
I'm listening.
No, wait. Listen. Now listen. If you stick with me, this is going to be amazing. What you're going to find
I bet
out,
it's not, but go on.
Right? No, it will. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
George.
Yes.
Right. George died. George died. Right.
I'm sorry to hear that.
A bit, 18 months ago.
Okie dokie. Yes.
And I went for a 4-month court case afterwards, right? But we won't go into that, right?
Let's not go into that, right?
No, but we will go into where
we'll be with you in a second, dear listener.
I'm losing a bit.
Are you drunk?
No, I didn't. I'm not.
I wasn't.
Whoa! I think that was a dump.
No, she said flipping.
No,
she didn't.
Hang on, put her fader down. Put her fader down. Right, Amy and Catherine, what was said there?
Yeah, F word.
Oh, I think.
Oh, Jodie, I'm going to let you come back, but come on, you can't do the F word. I heard flipping.
No.
Okay, you ready? I feel like I'm under control. I'm under control. Okay.
Right. I don't know if I should. I don't know, Jodie, if you're really sober enough to be at the driving of Amy. Dump that, please, Amy. Okay, everybody, just cool out. Okay, we are 13 minutes into our comeback show. 13 minutes into our comeback show after being taken off the air by mental health issues, and already we've had to use the dump button twice because of foul language and a caller giving out their precise map coordinates. Let's everybody cool out. We don't want to know where you live. We don't want to know the rude words that you know. We just want to know, and ideally, Jodie, within the next 30 seconds, we just want to know the end of the story. Jodie, over to you.
I haven't got any dumps.
We haven't got any dumps.
We have now.
Okay.
It's just got back.
Okay, thank you, Amy. Amy is a professional. We need one professional for every 3 people working on Talk Radio. So God knows how Dan Wootton gets away with it. Yes, Jodie.
About 5 weeks ago, on the newspaper headlines, it said Storm George is coming, right? Yes. My name was Jodie, and the cat's name was George.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it was JORORGE, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the 2 names together, right?
Yes. Yes.
Was made George with Jodie at the beginning.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, that is a what?
Wait.
No. Oh, Jesus. Jodie, what is the point of this story? I'm losing the will to live. I want to be with George now.
I haven't even told you anything yet.
You have told me. You haven't told me anything. You've spent 14 minutes not telling me anything.
I'm the one that found out about Charles Manson.
Yeah.
I'm also the one that found out about Mary Millington, right?
Jodie, stop, Jodie. Let me tell. No, Jodie, listen. No, Jodie, it's my show. You listen to me. Put a fader up because you'll listen. Jodie, you have to listen to me, otherwise I'm going to cut you off. You have to listen to me, otherwise I'm going to cut you off. Okay? And I will cut you off, and I don't want to because I like you. But I will cut you off if I have to, all right? Jodie, you should really stop drinking, and I would prefer it if you called us when you hadn't been drinking. I find talking to drunk people really hard work, and it's entertaining for a bit, and then it stops being entertaining. So, can we reach an agreement that we end the phone call now, and you will call us back when you're sober?
Actually... it's very good, right?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did.
Could you respond to what I said specifically?
I would like to talk to you normal before
Okay, we're not going to talk anymore now, but will you promise that next time you call us back, you'll be sober?
Can I talk to you before you hang up on me?
No, I think we've had enough. So next time you're sober...
Wait. There's some things I want to talk to you about Frank Sidebottom.
Not now, Jodie. Listen, I've really enjoyed talking to you, but I'd really like to talk to you when we're sober, because otherwise it's hard work for me, it's hard work for the listener. Amy's poor little finger.
Are we still on the air?
Right? Yes, we are. So I'm going to say goodbye to you, Jodie.
Are we still on the air?
Yeah,
I want to talk about Frank Sidebottom.
Next time when you're sober, we can do that, okay? Not tonight.
Hey, can we just remember George tonight then? The cat.
We're going to celebrate. We're going to salute George and take our hats off to him. Jodie, thank you so much. No, we're done. We are done. 0344 499 1000. The great British public is saying it was a flipping.
Well, that's why Amy and I get paid.
Oh, okay, right. I see. This is the Late Night Alternative. Weeknights from 10. Give us a call about anything you want. My God, let's have a laugh tonight. Don't we all need it? 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Hey, don't forget, Sunday, the 17th of May, so a week this Sunday, Catherine and I will be doing a live rabbit hole show that you can come to. What? But there's a lockdown and social distancing. We'll be doing it via Zoom, of course, you idiots. That's right. We'll be doing a live rabbit hole phone-in, fun-filled show live in your living rooms via the magic of Zoom. It's tickets only, and it's £6.50 per household. So you can have like 10 people watching it in your house. IainLee.com/event. IainLee.com. I'm doing the business bit. IainLee.com/event. You can get your tickets there. Yes, Catherine.
Here's a soothing thing that you're going to enjoy, dear potential audience member. You can wear a top, but we won't know if you're wearing trousers.
Yeah.
If you want to Winnie the Pooh it's your business.
I'm going to wear a suit. I'm treating
Are you?
it. I'm going to wear a suit. I'm treating it like I'm playing at the London Palladium,
Okay.
a stage I've actually appeared on.
I will also dress up, but here's the thing. Lockdown, I may need an elasticated waist.
Oh,
Because I
boy.
don't know which
put
trousers
on
I fit
a
anymore.
lot of weight. I put on a lot of weight. I mean, I'm a big guy. I've always thought Adele was very attractive.
Yeah, beautiful.
Not really my type. No, not really. Okay. That could be argued.
No, I think she's beautiful. She's got beautiful big eyes. She's talented. She's funny. Her warmth radiates from her face.
Okay. I don't find her beautiful, but maybe that's partly because I'm not that keen on her songs. I liked the big album. I don't know, but she's definitely very attractive. When everyone says, because she's obviously lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And now everyone's saying, what? Now, what they're saying is, now she's more conventionally attractive because we don't like fat people. That's what they're saying, isn't it?
Here's the thing, though. You don't know why she's lost all that weight. It may not have been a happy reason. It may be. It's down to her. And also, isn't that strange that is the value of a person?
Yeah, she's one of the most talented musicians. You know, I'm not a massive fan. I did like that first album. I'm not a massive fan, but I can hum along to her tunes. And she's obviously very, very talented. You don't sell, 100 million albums or whatever it is, and not be particularly talented. Okay, you could probably find a few exceptions. But then, and you're right, talent, and God, imagine being in love and having your partner writing a song about you and singing it to you as you fall asleep, or indeed make love. That would be horny,
Oh,
man.
no. Singing to you while they're doing it is weird. That's weird. I'm going to file that under weird.
Love to you.
What it says to me, if they can concentrate on a tune, they're not putting their back into it.
By the way, but on the YouTube channel, you're right. What's on the tapes? I don't want any fat jokes, any misogyny, any homophobia. That's not a timeout. That's a ban. That's not what this is about. And I don't want anyone dicking around on the chat tonight. There was some dicking around the other day. No.
Have a little word with yourself, because here's the deal. She's really talented. She's funny. She is a show person, and she's extremely successful.
Yes.
Why should she have to please you? And here's the other thing I've seen. Yeah. Oh my God, what's happened to Adele?
Yeah.
Is she all right?
OMG.
You know, what's happened to her face? Has she had work? It's none of your business.
Amy, could you do me a favour? There's someone who's really enjoying the show, and I'd like to talk to them. They text in every single night. Actually, they hate it. They hate the show, but they text in every single night. So if you 4333, the number that ends 4333, do you want to see if they want to come on and have a chat? And we'll have a nice chat. They listen every single night. They hate the show. But they listen every single night. Catherine,
but also,
what are they?
They really want your attention. They're fans. They're
fans. They're our biggest fans. I look forward to seeing them on the Zoom. And when you come to the Zoom, you can either show us you can have your video turned on, you can have your video turned off. We're going to do our very best. Catherine and I are going to do our very best, because it's at 6:00 on a Sunday, to make it family friendly. But we will be taking calls, and obviously we don't have the 7-second delay that we have here. We can't, screen those calls, so there could be. But also, I know that nearly all of our listeners are terrible parents, and probably F and Jeff in front of their kids anyway. So anything like that is good. Oh, God, Cat's gone straight in there. I'm loving it.
Not messing about.
I'm loving it. Good. I don't want any fat jokes, misogyny. Oh, they didn't answer the phone, 4333. That's a real shame.
Oh, maybe they're busy with their partner. Oh, come on.
Or their mum. It's the same person. Oh, speaking of which, I watched a great film last night that I haven't seen. I think I saw it when I was at college. So we're talking, it came out in 94. It would have been after college. I haven't seen it for over 20 years. One of the first DVDs I ever bought when I was just going around buying stuff, and I didn't watch a lot of it. And I don't think I have watched it since I bought it. And it's great. It's I've forgotten how dark it is. Crumb. And it's a documentary, and I've got the movie of it as well. There's a movie, which I will dig out and watch. It's about the cartoonist Robert Crumb.
Yeah.
And it's a documentary, and he's a very unique individual, very unique artist, has a penchant for Amazonian women. He likes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he likes. He likes big, powerful thighs and legs.
Sturdy. There's nothing wrong with sturdy.
No. Oh God, there's nothing wrong with it at all. But that's his fixation: are extremely big butts and powerful legs, and that comes from. Well, I'm not going to say where it comes from because I want you to watch it, Kath. It's.
I will.
Man alive! I remember seeing it as a 20-something, and thinking it was funny. Or in my head, I remember it being very funny. And it is very funny. There's some really funny stuff in there. And it's I like films about fringes of society and independent artists. But I had not realised how dark it is. How bleak it is. How tragic it is.
Isn't it funny how sometimes when you watch things as a kid, you see something different? Like I watched, last year I watched Belle de Jour with Catherine Deneuve again, right? And I just remember it being a little bit of cheeky fun when I was a kid. And I'm saying a kid, like in my 20s. You watch it now and you go, oh, this is about someone who was really badly abused.
Yeah. I used to find, isn't this, maybe this is instant karma. In my 20s, I used to find people struggling with mental health funny. And my example of that would be Brian Wilson. I used to find Brian Wilson, who is, for the 80s and 70s and 80s, was a car crash in terms of being, a drug abuser, but also having, I don't really know what his diagnosis is these days. It changed a while ago. But being very seriously mentally ill and also being a huge drug addict. And I'd watch these interviews of him rambling and forgetting stuff and talking nonsense and think it was funny, man. And I really struggle to identify with that young man who used to laugh at those things. Maybe it's because I was going through my own issues and it was a way of doing things. But now I just think, my God, how sad, how tragic.
Yeah. That you said there, that maybe it was your way of, you dismissed your own by laughing at other people's.
Yeah. And the same thing with this Crumb film, which I will send you, Catherine. It's really tragic. There's some funny stuff in there, and it's fascinating. But it's tragic. It's tragic, but it's a great film. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Nick. Good evening, Nick.
Good evening, Ian.
Nick, what have you got for us?
Well, actually, I was going to sing a song for you, but I just thought I'd pick up on one or two threads that you were talking about, actually, before I treat you to that audio pleasure. The Crumb movie, is that directed by the same guy that did Ghost World, the film?
Now, when you say the Crumb movie, do you mean the movie or the documentary that I watched?
I think it is a documentary.
I don't know, is the thing, and I don't remember who directed Ghost World. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I bought both of those DVDs around the same time.
I think it's a guy called Terry Schwickoff. Let me just
Yes, it is. Terry Schwickoff. Yes, yeah, it's some movie.
Yeah, Belle de Jour, is that Louis Brunel, is it who?
Yeah.
It's a really good film. It's really weird and surreal, though.
It's great, but you watch it at different times in your life, and I swear to you, you'll see something different.
I did have it on DVD, but I got rid of a load of DVDs about 10 years ago, and that was one of them, and I don't know why, but I will watch it again, because I remember quite liking it.
Movies. I have completed Netflix, almost, although we'll talk about on Your Discovery in a minute. I've completed Netflix, and I got rid of a load of DVDs, but I also boxed some DVDs up, and I've gone to that box in the garage, and I've taken half a dozen out, and I've plonked them under the TV, and I'm just going to go through them. And last night, Kath and I took the night off because we were tired mentally, and I felt absolutely miserable. I don't know how Kath felt. I'll ask her in a minute. But I felt miserable. So I just went, I can't do the show tonight. And Kath said, I don't want to do it if you're not. We took it off. And that's why I watched Crumb. I didn't want to watch anything on Netflix. I didn't want to watch any filler or anything that was a bit light and I just wanted to watch something that I knew was going to be weighty and have quality. And that's why I watched Crumb, goddammit.
Do you like Kurosawa movies? Because I've got like a pile of Kurosawa movies that were my dad's that I haven't watched for ages, and I was going to work my way through them.
Only seen Seven Samurai and what's the Rashomon?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Rashomon is excellent.
Yeah, it is excellent. Throne of Blood's really good as well. That's the one that's the Macbeth one, and then there's Ran as well. That's I think that's King Lear.
Yes.
I haven't got that one, but yeah, I've got like Seven Samurai, Yahimbo. Is it Kagemusha?
I don't know. What's the psychedelic one about dreams that he did? One of his later films. It's in colour. And I remember
question,
seeing that on like film 87 or something and thinking, holy guacamole, that looks
it sounds
insane.
like the kind of film that was. Let me just have a look. Kurosawa.
And it's about dreams, and it's supposed to be beautiful. Someone's saying Zaptuichi. No, that's the Blind Swordsman, for crying out loud. Sorry, Catherine, we will bring you back into this chat in a moment.
No, go for it. I'm stroking my cat, and that is not a euphemism.
I'm struggling to find a filmography at the moment, but I will look into that. But do you want to hear my song?
Well,
are you going to get arsey when you inevitably get cut off? That's the question on everybody's lips.
I know the deal.
Okay.
But I think you'll like this. Bearing in mind that I don't really know Japanese, but I'm going to sing the, like the support bands that supported the Beatles at the Budokan in '66. They sang this Welcome Beatles song. I'm going to attempt to sing it.
Oh.
Okay. Well, listen, I admire your chutzpah.
What's this song called?
It's just called Welcome Beatles. But the video I found has just got like a long Japanese title, and then it says Beatles Live in Japan. But I think it's like two bands playing on like on the stage at the same time. It's a bit strange.
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, here we go then. I'll skip the drum intro. Here we go.
Hang on, it's just you playing
Hang
the
on,
song.
he's going to do it.
Welcome, Beatles. Yarayogani Garis Pusarayadide Yasuban. Welcome, Beatles. Yarendotoki Yaraden Kusuragudemba Yagudan.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Good evening, Jerry.
Welcome, Jerry.
Soma komekeka.
How's your mummy saying?
How's my mum? She's all right. I'm pissed off with this shitty government that lie, and they haven't done any testing on any of the residents in the care home because their whole system is screwed. Apart from that, she's great.
I'm testing too. I've taken you testing too. Everything.
Oh, I can't hear you very well, Jerry.
I'm testing.
Have you been tested?
Shambled. I tried to get. I tried to drain the cat. Because my window. If you can dream it, you window.
I'm struggling to understand you tonight. So here's my suggestion. Buck up your ideas and start speaking properly.
I'm trying to.
You trained
I know
me?
you're trying to. He's trying to.
I know.
Would it help if you? And this is going to sound weird to everyone else, but we know it works. Would it help if you sang it to us?
Yes, it can. Because my window is your dream. My dream is nice. I got cat. You can dream. I even dream it. Oh, it's not a dream.
No, I don't think it is. Oh, man.
It's a hot day today. It's going to be a hot day tomorrow. And that, as we know, does not help situations like this.
I'll try later.
Do you want to try us again tomorrow, Ja?
I'll try later. I'll try later. Sit down from Love you both. Bye.
I love you,
All
mate.
right, you take care of
Look forward
yourself.
to speaking to you soon. Up your bum.
Okay.
Up yours. Get out of
That's
here.
always clear as a bell, isn't it?
Ah, man, it's tough. For those who don't know, well, you should have been listening. But Jerry's a big friend of the show, and some days we can hear him a little bit better than we can. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. Let's take a quick break. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Okay, so the Kurosawa film about dreams is called Dreams. Thank you, everybody who told me that. And I'm just being informed by a very reliable source. Just hang on a second. Let me just have a little look. Oh, golly gosh. Golly, golly gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, Crumb is on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen,
What?
Crumb is on YouTube. It's 2 hours long, right? Switch off the radios now. You type in Robert Crumb documentary. It's 1 hour, 56 minutes and 17 seconds long. Watch that. Give us a call. And the last half hour of the show will be us discussing Crumb. Crumb is on YouTube. Thank you, Alistair, for the heads up there. What a treat. What a treat. Peter!
All right.
Yep.
How's it going?
None of your business.
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering about homeschooling, dude. We're really struggling with homeschooling. It's tough.
Hang on 1 second. Amy, that 4333 says that they will talk to us. I can't ring you back, Ian. It comes up as private number, but at least you took note. I was in the bathroom. Okay, so I guess he's probably out of the bathroom now, Amy. So could you give them a call one more time? I'm guessing they really want to come on.
Okay, then.
So, thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. They were in the bathroom. That was their excuse last time. Let's see what room of the house they're in this time. Go on, Peter.
Yeah, I'm just how's your homeschooling going?
Yeah, it's all right. It's tough.
Yeah, is there any tears or
from
anger?
me? Yes.
Yeah,
from my kids are 10 and 8. No, the 10-year-old gets on with it and does it. The 8-year-old needs to be prodded with a stick a little bit. But we've had no tears from the kids.
No. Well, it's very hard at the minute. Like, one of the kids is dyslexic, so it's like I don't even understand the questions I'm trying to give to him.
Are you able to speak to the? Why is there a weird echo? Are you able to speak to the teachers for any guidance?
Yeah, they're on that Google Classroom, but they're all really mean.
No, they're not mean. They're just
nasty.
They're not nasty. They just keep saying take it at your own pace. But my child,
Well,
I don't know how to teach a dyslexic child.
How does saying go at your own pace? How does that mean, Peter?
That's whenever we contact the teachers, they say, "Oh, don't push them. Go at your own pace." It's not very helpful.
Right.
And well, my child's own pace is he doesn't want to do it at all because I can't
that's the
do the way they
compromise.
do it at school.
That's the compromise you have to make.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
There will be someone listening to this who's in exactly the same position as you. Now, Ian and I can have a guess, and we've got, kids who've got their own stuff, and, a younger kid has got probably about 20 minutes before they start to drift off, but that's not dyslexia. If someone's listening now who is homeschooling a dyslexic kid, and every kid is different, but maybe there's something that you could get from it, maybe they're the best person to speak to. 0344 499 1000.
It's tough, and we're not teachers. How old are your kids?
We've got two, so Noah's he's 12 and he's dyslexic, but he has a genius IQ, so he's really intelligent, but it's very hard to teach him. And then we have a 6-year-old girl as well. So
do what you can. Here's the thing: we're not teachers. Do what you can. That's it. Do what you can. And if book schooling isn't working for you, then I don't know, teach him other stuff. Teach him how to start a fire. Teach him how to.
Yeah, we've been doing that. Actually.
Yeah, I've been teaching him how to.
Camping
what is he into?
He's really arty. He loves drawing. He's amazing at all that kind of thing. But it's the pressure and the guilt. You see on social media all the other kids posting all their projects and all.
But that's other kids, and they're the ones that are posting. There are kids that aren't posting stuff, and there are parents that are struggling as much as you.
You are, and that's important, you are not the only ones struggling. There are thousands of families across the country that are struggling with this. There are loads that are given up as well. So don't feel bad that you're not able to do this. You're not trained teachers. It's a skill. It's a skill.
And actually, the fact that you're interested enough to be concerned shows that you're probably doing the right thing. It's the ones that don't care, or the ones that have given up, or the ones that have said, oh, well, maybe this isn't for them. You know, they're not going to realise, you know, that some effort is required.
Yeah, it makes us feel a wee bit better. You're struggling with guilt the whole time, right? Like, you know.
Yeah. You don't need to. The fact that you've called us, both of you, to chat about it shows that you care. Because there are some parents that are going, stuff this. No, I can't be bothered. And that, you know what? I'm not judging them either. That may be fine for that situation. We're not teachers, okay? And we just have to do the best that we can.
I suspect those teachers are trying to be kind by saying go at your own pace. What they're saying is that you know your boy, and, I don't know, find something that floats his boat. As long as he's busy, as long as he knows that you're interested, as long as you're doing something together, surely that's kind of the main point.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose
don't compare yourself to other people. Here's the other thing: don't compare yourself to other people, because no one puts things on online that they aren't proud of, and it's not real life, is it?
They're doing like the whole world with them, and you just feel, I don't know, it just makes you feel really inadequate. You know that?
Well, don't, because that's them. That's them.
They're putting their perfect life online, and it's not real. It's probably not real for them.
Yeah.
That's true.
And tomorrow's a bank holiday, so there is no school. Although you're in Northern Ireland, I don't know if it works the same way.
Also, Ian, Robert Crumb
did
brilliant illustrations for Charles Bukowski. The poet.
He's an amazing illustrator, but it goes to a very dark place. I don't know if you've seen the film, Peter.
Yeah. I
goes
think
to a
I
very
have,
dark
yeah.
place. Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well,
best of luck,
anyway.
you two. Hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. Thank you. 0344 499 1000.
Those kids are really lucky to have parents who are bothered enough to be worried.
Yeah. This will be fun. 4333 has answered the phone, and his name is John. Good evening, John.
How are you, Ian? All right?
I'm fine, mate. Now, you listen every single night.
No, not every night. Not every night, but most nights.
You listen most nights, and you text in. You seem to text in every single night, and the main thrust of your texts generally are: I should stop taking drugs and giggling like a girl, and Kath is deaf.
You giggle like a girl, Ian. We've all got faults.
Sometimes I get.
What's wrong with?
Hang on. Hang on. What's wrong with John? What's wrong with giggling like a girl? I like girls, and I like their laughs.
What's wrong with girls?
Come again, sorry.
Yeah. What's wrong with girls and laughing like them? I like girls. I like laughter. I like having fun. I like to laugh.
Oh, yeah, it amuses me. It amuses me. It makes me laugh.
How do you laugh? Like a man or like a bear? Or how's your laugh?
I suppose probably if I'm being tickled too much off missus, I probably end up laughing like a girl myself.
Isn't it good for you?
It's just a comment, really.
Isn't it? Well, but
why am I deaf?
But hang on. But it's not just a comment. Let me read some of your texts.
Go on.
You should, and by the way, the spelling is awful. You should really stop drugs, Ian. Stop giggling like a girl. And stop drinking, and stop having simpletons on. Well, we wouldn't be able to have you on, who you can control.
Well, if there weren't any simpletons, there wouldn't be a show, would there?
Exactly, and there wouldn't be a show at 10:43. And stop listening to Big Kath, who is obviously deaf. Lol.
Yeah, because even everybody else phoned in saying that it wasn't a swear word.
Okay, well, Kath is my producer and my best friend, and I trust her implicitly.
Here's the deal, John. It's my... Listen, John. So it's my job to make sure, double sure. So if it's even likely that it might be a swear, I can't take any chances. You understand that, don't you?
Also, John, you wouldn't have heard the swear because it was dumped. So you didn't hear it. You didn't hear the bit that we're talking about.
No, but I heard other people ringing in and texting.
You heard other people. So you're a sheeple. You follow. Hang on, Catherine. You follow the lead of other people.
Right, and you follow it. Yeah.
Here we go. Ian, I can't ring you back. It comes up private number honest.
Well, it did.
Here we go. Another knob. I think you hate yourself.
On radio. No, another knob on radio. You think you can control all the time.
Right, and you're telling me.
I know it's a different show, Ian.
You're telling me to stop drinking and taking drugs. You're telling me to stop drinking. You've got no manners. You're telling me to stop drinking and stop taking drugs. Gosh.
Well,
I would suggest the same to you. Ian, let me read you another one.
Go on.
Ian, you alky drug user, self-confessed puff, who likes to get...
Is that right or wrong? Are you self-confessed gay? Okay, shouldn't use the word puff. Are you self-confessed?
I'm not gay.
So you're bisexual?
Yeah. Ian, you alky drug user, self-confessed puff, who likes to get... Let me finish reading this.
No, I'm not.
Who likes to... Put his fader down, please, Amy. We'll click his fader down. Who likes to get undressed in kitchen in front of kids. WTF are you doing on radio with Big Kath, lol? Just my opinion. I don't really know what that means. I think he's implying I'm a paedophile.
Just my opinion is always the last bastion of the knobhead, but carry on.
Stop laughing like a tart, or is it Big Kath laughing? And stop promoting drugs and alcohol in your me or me past week, haha.
Do you know what I find really interesting? It's the belittling of women. So I'm Big Kath, am I? Because somehow that makes you less of a man.
Yeah.
What's up with John?
What is up with John? He doesn't like puffs, doesn't like women, thinks I'm a paedophile, and I would suggest is projecting his issues with drugs and alcohol onto me, because I don't drink and I don't take drugs. So, John, Kath's come up with a really good question. Kath, why don't you ask it?
Hey, John.
Kath?
John, you all right? What's up?
There's nothing. My missus is sat next to me, laughing her head off.
Oh, God, she finds you funny, does she?
I just hope it doesn't fall on the floor, and then have to clean it up.
What doesn't fall on the floor?
You Big Kath is in size. I mean, as in...
Oh, I never mentioned that. That's funny, isn't it? What do you mean about your wife laughing and something falling on the floor?
No. She's not laughing. I just said jokingly.
What would you have to wipe up?
She's laughing her head off. I hope it doesn't fall on the floor.
Oh, the head, right, okay.
Yeah.
No, I think you'll be all right in that score.
So, John, how much have you had to drink today?
In all honesty, I'll tell you all honesty.
How much have you had to drink today, John?
Not a lot.
Oh, a lightweight.
I opened a bottle about, what is it now, going on 10 to 11.
You sound steaming. You sound steaming, mate.
Honestly,
you're accusing me of drinking. Well, maybe you're high. Are you on drugs?
No, honestly, Ian, I'm not on drugs.
You sound absolutely wasted, John. And you're accusing me, a man who hasn't had a drink or a drug for over 2 years, of drinking or taking drugs.
No. It's the first time I've answered a radio show. All honesty, Ian.
You sound absolutely steaming. I feel sorry for you, mate. I feel sorry for you that you're so. You listen to a show. You listen to a show you don't like, and the fact that you're drinking too much, and I suspect you might be on drugs, but you say you're not, and you're upset about the fact that I've got clean and sober.
Put your faders down. Who says I don't like the show?
Every single tweet, every single text of yours is no. You listen, John. Fader down. My show. It's my show. Do what I want. Every single. Put his fader down. Put his fader down, please, Amy. Every single text of yours belittles me, my best friend, and the show. That says to me you don't like it. Hey, listen. Respect for answering the phone the second time once you're out the toilet, but no respect for having a go at me for drinking when you're absolutely trash, John. I'm embarrassed, mate. I'm embarrassed. Your poor wife. You can open it now, Amy.
I can't hear her laughing.
Yeah, we're done. Laugh.
Oh, that's how it works, is it? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
John, thanks. John, I wish I could say it was nice to talk to you, but I feel I'm going to have to disinfect my ears. Thanks for your call. Keep his fader up. We'll let him say goodbye. Thanks for your call, mate. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, John. Ponce. There you go. See your Ponce.
Poor woman.
See your Ponce. Did he say Ponce or nonce?
Yeah. Ponce,
Which
I
one?
think.
Ponce. See your Ponce.
Yeah.
Had to leave with an insult. Isn't that interesting? We treated him, I think, very fairly, very kindly, when he was very, very rude, and he still had to just try and get that little dig in at the end. Isn't that sad? Let's take a quick break. Go on.
I was going to say, imagine being married to someone who is that kind of, you're laughing like a girl, you sound like a what?
Laughing like a girl, self-confessed puff. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000 is the telephone number. You can watch the show on youtube.com/Iain Lee. Smash that like button. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's go to Chris. Good evening, Chris.
Hi, is that
Oh God.
Talk Radio?
No.
Could you come off speakerphone, Chris? Do you know what? I'm so close to banning people that have had more than 3 beers. I'm so close.
Is that better?
In as much as we can hear you, yes, but in every other respect, no.
Oh, I don't know what's happening. The reason I called was been on lockdown for 2 months here in Spain, and I didn't have any credit on my phone. I found your radio station, and I was trying to figure out for the last 2 months how to ring us, to get the numbers right. And tonight I just got it, and I don't really know what I got to say, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. How drunk are you, man?
I'm pretty down there. It's getting us all like that, but I'm still out there doing it, But
why are you drinking?
Because I'm not drinking for any bad reason.
Right.
No, I'm out walking every day. I must do 10, 12 kilometres a day walking.
Yeah. What's it like in Spain with the lockdown?
It's last week I was less than 100 metres from my house, and I was sent home.
From whose house?
From my house.
What do you mean? Hang on. What? How could you? Oh, what? So you'd come out and then you were told to go back?
I was in my house. I was walking my dog.
Yes.
About 100 metres away from the house, and I was sent home. Because we're only supposed to go 50 metres or whatever.
Oh, really? Gosh.
They've lightened it a bit now.
Yeah.
But for me, it was particularly bad because I had a load of work that I couldn't do, if you know what I mean. And I needed work. I'm sorry, I'm getting an echo from my radio up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I just wanted to ring and say, your radio show's good.
Hey, thank you, man.
So
they've lifted the restrictions in Spain slightly, have they?
Yeah, we're now allowed to go a kilometre from the house.
Oh, okay. But you go a kilometre and 1 step, and you get shot.
Pretty much, yeah. It is pretty. They come down hard on you, And I'm kind of living over here on, kind of the black market, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Chris, hooky Chris.
No, I just get job from job, job here, job there, or whatever, And a lot of people in the world survive like that,
So are you able? You're not able to work during this then?
No, I'm not able unless I've got an official contract.
Right.
That gives me permission to travel to a job.
Yeah.
Then basically, no, I can't travel, and it's. The work is there, if you know what I mean, but it's just restriction, and you kind of wonder where it's going. The whole thing.
Stay safe, Chris.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the call.
I look forward to the next one, mate. Thank you.
Can I ring again? Yeah.
Let me think. Yeah, I think you can win. I think you passed the test. You can ring again. Yeah.
All right, nice one, mate. Cheers.
You take care, mate. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers. Do you know what? Someone made a really good point in the chat that actually some people, this is the only way they can get through, Catherine, is in terms of the lockdown. I don't mean in terms of phoning us up, is having a drink. And
there's a difference, though, isn't there? Between
there is a difference.
Having a drink and being mullered.
Yeah.
But I guess it gets to a point where you don't recognise the fact that you're past it.
There is, and I need to perhaps just ease up a little bit on my attitude towards that. Go on.
I was going to say, maybe it's not about our attitude, it's about people's ability to defend themselves, because that's the thing I worry about. It's less about them. I mean, sometimes people are so drunk they're boring. And
by the way, I'm when I say
not talking about you.
No, not when I say soften my attitude, maybe to the start of that call with Chris, the guy before was an idiot, so I'm not worried about how he spoke to John. Nigel and Seb, if you stay there, we will come to you in a little bit. 03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I was really hoping we had the night. Well, let's talk about why we had the night off after the news. But I was hoping tonight was going to be a real let's give it to them. And there's a lot of people out there hurting, and it really scares me, to quote the Brian Wilson song Love and Mercy. So we will carry on. You can call in about anything, by the way, absolutely anything. We'll play some silly games in a bit, I'm sure. Patty, I'm trying to do a radio show, mate. Thank you.
Outrageous.
My cats. 03, she's the one that tries to fish out dead mice from the lavvy. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Oh, 03444991000. This was the song going around in my head yesterday. Do I have to do this all over again? I woke up and I tweeted, here we go again. And just all morning I had, do I have to do this all over again? Didn't I do it right the first time? That's some song. That's the Monkees. That song is about reincarnation. But Jesus, every day is Groundhog Day. So we what day was it yesterday? Wednesday. Days are almost meaningless. Tuesday night I found the show really hard work, and at midnight on Tuesday, as we're on air, I could just feel myself sinking. And I spoke to Kath after the show, as we do every night. We always have a little debrief. And I just said, man, that was hard work. And I think you agreed. I don't even think there was anything specific about it. It just felt like hard work.
I think, it's that thing we've talked about before, that whenever someone rings up with, and this is not to dissuade people from coming on and talking about mental health and stuff like that, no. But it's like a little pebble that gets put in your backpack. And after a while you think, God, this is actually quite heavy. Can I put it down just for a night? And that's what it was. And it wasn't necessarily just about that night. It was about the slow drip of stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, you and I have got to look after each other because, then there'll be no show if one of us goes.
And I woke up a terrible night's sleep, terrible night's sleep. And I woke up just feeling awful. I woke up really early and I got to a 9 a.m. AA meeting online and I went back to bed and I was out for like 2.5 hours and I woke up at 12:30 and I just felt full of fear and depression and misery. I felt awful. What was the point? What's the point? And I phoned Kath up and said, I don't think I can do it tonight. I just don't think I can do it. And you said, well, if you're not going to do it, I don't think I fancy doing it on my own.
Oh, here's the other thing. This is going to sound weird to anyone who doesn't know us and is new to the show or doesn't get AA and stuff like that, right? And I've only ever been to one meeting, and I was not the subject of it, but I get it, and I've read enough around it that I realise that I'm jealous that you get that little check-in, actually. And for most people... For most people, you only realise you're stretched too thin when the gaps start to show. And I'd found myself the night before watching something that was, intentionally emotive, and I was in bits. And I thought, oh, hang on a minute, what's this? Why is all this coming up now? And it's just because we're spreading ourselves too thin, We're spreading ourselves too thin.
So
the healthy thing to do is to stop.
Yeah, and our boss is great. Denny is, okay, there are flaws. There are flaws, as there are in all bosses, but he's cool around this stuff. And I messaged him and I said, look, me and Kath, it's been really tough the last week or so, and I know we've got next Monday and Tuesday off. Can we take tonight off? And he came back within 2 minutes and said, yeah, of course you can. And if you need any help, the company can help you, which is very kind of him.
Yeah.
And so we took it off, and so I phoned Kath back and said, we're off. And as soon as we had the night off, it lifted. It didn't lift completely. It started to lift. Do
you know what I found really interesting? Yesterday I tried to paint, couldn't do anything. I threw 2 things away, couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
I couldn't be bothered. It wasn't that I couldn't be bothered. I'd worked it so far, because sometimes especially with watercolour, and this is going to sound really poncy, but I've become that person. Anyway, I'm really proud of the stuff I show, right?
You should be. You've sold it.
And for the most part, it comes out looking quite good. And there are moments when it doesn't, and I just go, sometimes you've got to work through the ugly bit to get to the nice bit, right? And you realise sometimes that you get through I think I've bitten off too more than I can chew, and then you get past it and you go, oh, actually, I can do this. I'm developing, right? And yesterday I tried twice with 2 paintings, and they both came out rubbish, and I binned them. And then, having taken last night off, everyone went to bed here, and I got my stuff out, and I painted something that I'm really, really pleased with. I'm not going to sell it or anything like that, because it's really important. I think it's a really important picture.
It's a picture of Jesus having a chunky Kit Kat. It's Jesus eating a chunky Kit Kat.
Actually, that's a great idea. Can I write that down?
Jesus having a break after healing lepers and cripples and having a chunky Kit Kat. And that's the cripples.
But I got to the point
from the Bible. It's not like
I got to the point in the picture where I thought, this is going crap again. But I pushed through, and it ended up turning out really, really good. And that's kind of where my head was, obviously. And I find it really cathartic to get it out, right? So that thing's finished, and I put it on one side, and I feel like yesterday wasn't a complete waste. And I know that sounds really stupid, but whatever it is that you set out to do, right? And I tend to set myself one thing a day. Even on some days, it's just have a wash and put some clothes on, look after yourself a little bit. But as long as you turn something out, you feel like it wasn't a complete write-off. And yesterday, it was worth it.
Is there an online test you can do to see if you're bipolar? What we used to call manic depressive. And I don't know why they changed it from manic depressive to bipolar.
I think because people are frightened of the word manic. And maybe sometimes it's more subtle than that with people.
By the way, Emily Jane has made a terrible mistake on Twitter.
Go on.
She's said, you should add self-confessed poof to your bio, and I've retweeted it. She's now getting abuse. Not cool and a bit pathetic, to be truthful, says someone who is listening to the show. So Emily Jane, because I like you, I'm going to undo the retweet just to save you from my, some of my fans who are such big fans, they don't listen to the show. Okay, because I'm really wondering, and Nigel and Kurt, and we've got loads of calls, I promise I'll come to you. I'm really wondering if I'm bipolar. And I'm not saying this to throw it out as a... I genuinely... Because yesterday I was so low, right? And I was like, I couldn't move from bed. What's the point? We're all going to die. The government... We're all screwed. And today, man, I'm up and I'm...
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll just say, as someone who knows you pretty well...
Yes?
It has crossed my mind in the past. Because sometimes I find myself getting really sort of not dragged into, but you know what I mean? I feel very strongly for your downs. And then I'm worried about what's going to happen the next day. And then the next day comes and it's a different weather in your head.
Today it was like, I was, going to do this, going to do that, going to do that, I did loads of stuff. So maybe let's see if we can find a test. And yeah, I'm going to put my faith in it completely. But we've got some calls that have been waiting for ages. So let's do those first. Maybe that'll be the fun bit after midnight. We take an Are You Bipolar pet test. In the same way that you get those tests on Facebook, which member of Friends are you? It's that kind of thing.
Here's the other thing.
Do you think you know the Beatles, but do you really?
Should I break up with my boyfriend? If you're taking the test, you kind of know, don't you? Am I alcoholic? Is my drinking a problem? If you're taking the test, you're already concerned about it, right?
Nigel is on the line. Good evening, Nigel.
Hello there, sir. How are you?
Don't call me sir. It's Nigel, Nigel. Hey, Nigel.
No, you are a sir.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't like it, and I would prefer you call me Ian.
No, that's right. No, never be the boss. Just work and be amongst them and say, look, you're the boss. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. I don't want to be the boss. Thank you. Anyway, I've been diagnosed with lots of mentally unadjusted, well-adjusted, inadjusted, been in the justice system a lot.
Yeah.
And I turned to alcohol after the justice system got hold of me and broke the living crap out of me. And they got a hold of me really bad.
Yeah.
And there was a woman that really, she sat me down and I couldn't hear it and because of the fog in my mind. And,
I remember you saying this last time that you called, and you disputed quite strongly last time you spoke to us that diagnosis. Do you now buy that diagnosis?
No, I think Spike Milligan was a genius.
I know, but Nigel, I'm really going to tonight. I really want you to focus on what I'm saying, and I don't want you to go off. I don't want you to go off on tangents. Last time you called, I need to keep the questions short, don't I? Do you buy the diagnosis the psychiatrist gave you?
No.
Why?
Because it was induced.
What does that mean, induced?
Well, I was given a mental health problem.
You were given the mental health problem?
Yeah.
By whom?
I believe that by the judicial system.
Okay. Well, Nigel, that says to me that you are mentally ill, because that doesn't happen. And I know you're not going to believe me, and I know you might think that I'm part of the problem, but they do not give prisoners, they do not inject or insert mental health issues into prisoners in the way that you're suggesting.
No, but if I'm scared of confined spaces, then as a paperboy, I'm riding past...
No, Nigel, I'm reeling you back in. I'm not having any of this tonight.
Right.
Don't talk about being a paperboy. How is... No, Nigel, I'm gonna lead this, right? And I'm gonna be... Some people are gonna listen and think I'm being quite harsh. But you know what? I don't care about them. Here's the question. How has your day been today?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Why?
Because I've developed. And I've been tenacious.
Tell me what developed means to you.
It means that my subconscious has been awoken and when I was
How has your subconscious been awoken today?
I've developed on from. I look at it from an angle that is a case of to be cool, 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 kind, to be cool, to be cool, to be cool, to be cool, to be cool.
Nigel.
Yeah, that's what I look at it.
I really like chatting to you, but
Yeah.
I wonder
Can I
if...
just write?
No,
Just
let me
say what I
finish.
read.
Let me finish.
No.
No. I really like chatting to you, but I wonder if this show is appropriate for us to chat.
Well, I've got to find the niche. That's what I've got to find.
We've all got to find a niche, baby. A cheese and onion niche.
Yeah. Or an onion barbecue niche.
Do you talk to anyone else?
Yes, I listen to what we've all got an inner voice. I'm sure we do. When we write, do we tell the pen to...
Do you talk to anyone else? Have you spoken to anyone else, a real physical person today, apart from me?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes.
Who?
111.
Why did you call 111, if you don't mind me asking?
They called me.
Okay. To
They
check
called
on
me.
how you were.
Yeah, they called me at 10 o'clock. I run my world from a tradesman perspective. I start work at 7:30, so I start getting prepared for
So
work.
111 called you. 111 called you to... 111 called you to see how you were. Did you speak to anyone else today?
Not that I can recall of, no.
Okay. Nigel, listen, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for calling. It's nice to talk to you, and I wish you success and love on your journey.
Yeah, at the moment, I've just entered Norwegian Wood.
Haven't we all? Nigel, you take care of yourself, mate. Thank you.
You take care, Ian, and love to your cat.
Thank you, Nigel. You're a good man. Take care. Bye-bye. Nigel's the one that really gets to me, and I mean that in a real loving way, because that is so outside of our sphere, Catherine. And that's a great closing line. I'm going to use that. I've just entered Norwegian Wood. That's a great closing line. I'm having that. I'm going to write that down during the break. I've just entered Norwegian Wood. But there you go. That's where we are. And I always find Nigel's calls really insightful, actually, and I learn a lot from them. A lot from them. Not despite, because of where he goes. He's a good man. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Margaret says, feeling up and down from one day to the next is not a symptom of bipolar, Ian. Each episode can last for several weeks or even longer. Thank you, Margaret.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Margaret, take it from me, as an observer of some years, it's not from one day to the next.
We'll do the test. I mean, trust me, I'm not. I'm not going to totally throw my hat into the ring on this test, but we'll do the test in a bit. Kurt, good. Oh, God, loads of calls. Let's go through some of these calls. Good evening, Kurt.
Oh my God, first time caller.
How long have you been listening for, Kurt?
First time tonight.
Okay, you don't get the bell. You do not get the bell. You first time listener, first time caller. That's very rare in phone-in radio. We need like a rattle or something. What has prompted you to call in?
Because I suffer from depression and all that, and I've got a new cooker, I couldn't get it fixed, but my brother's sorted it all out for me. It's sort of so amazing. Because I would never be able to do that on my own.
No.
So I just want to give a big shout out to my brother, really.
Well done to your brother. I'm not sure how the cooker is connected to the depression. That sentence seemed to take a real sharp left halfway through it.
I know, because I would have left it.
Yeah.
And he would have been there for weeks. Otherwise, if he hadn't have sorted it out, I would never be able to get it, plumbed in, wired up and everything. I'm really nervous, man.
I get why you're nervous, but I'm going to ask you again. What has the cooker... Because I'm missing the connection. There's obviously a connection that I'm missing. What has the cooker got to do with your depression? Was it getting you down that it wasn't installed?
Yeah.
Right. And you do. And if I'm putting words into your mouth, then correct me. Do you get how long had it not been installed for?
About 3 days.
Okay. And do you find yourself worrying about things like that?
Yeah, badly.
Yeah. I used to be the same. I still can be sometimes. I used to be the same. I'm not as bad about worrying about those things. I used to really fret about things that actually, wouldn't stop the world turning. But you've got a cooker.
I know what you're saying.
Does it work? Have you used it? Have you cooked? Can you cook?
Yeah, it's all working now because he got it sort of like someone to come around and fix it.
Beautiful.
I can.
Did you cook something tonight?
Yeah.
What did you cook?
Chili con carne.
Yes,
Beautiful.
mate.
Wow.
Yes, mate. Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
Yeah.
That is a hearty dinner. That shows intent.
Yeah, but if he hadn't have done that, it would have gone like a couple of weeks without working.
Yeah. Well, your brother's a good man. So, your brother's a good man.
That's what I'm saying. There's people out there who help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you'll do the same for him at some point, right?
Yeah, I know. He's a good brother.
You'll do the same for him.
Well, not literally the same. He won't install a cooker for him. He doesn't
You
know
never
how to.
No. Yeah.
He'll end up blowing the house up. We are not. One thing I've learned tonight is do not get Kurt to install a cooker. That's just madness.
No.
But Kurt,
I'm so bored. No, I wasn't bored.
No, but Kurt, at some point you'll hear your brother moaning about something. Not moaning. You'll hear your brother in trouble about something. And you go, I could sort this out, and that's your chance.
Yeah, he knows that anyway. You know what I mean? I sometimes was like scared to go out my front door. Sometimes, like
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. But you sound all right tonight. Is that true, or are you faking it a bit?
Yeah. No, I'm all right. I'm not drunk or anything.
No. But you sound upbeat. But sometimes, with us people with depression, sometimes we can fake it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. Kurt, I've really enjoyed. Go on.
Yeah, go on. No, I was just. People look at me sometimes and think, yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
But inside, they don't see the real pain.
No.
Yeah. So
you're a good man, Kurt.
I'm a cool man.
Hang on,
Before
go on,
you go,
Kurt.
and you did a really good job, let me give you something. Can I make a really filthy suggestion?
Oh, my God.
What's that?
Next time you make your chili con carne, put some dark chocolate in it.
I thought about doing that, but I'm not sure.
You won't be sorry. You won't be sorry. It's incredible. Not loads. I'm not talking about a whole bar, but, treat yourself.
Do it.
All right,
Do
then.
it. Kurt, nice to talk to you, mate. I look forward to our next call.
No worries, mate.
Stay safe, brother. Thank you. 0344 499 1000. We've got 350 people watching, half a show on YouTube. Let's go, and the phones are rammed. Let's go to Zoe. Good evening, Zoe.
Hi, Ian and Catherine.
Hey,
Zoe.
I'm so nervous. My heart's beating out of my chest. But I've been listening to you for so long, and you've said something today that kind of made me.
This isn't your? Have we spoken before, Zoe?
Never ever. I've listened to you since back in your LBC days. I've been listening to talk radio stations since I was 19, but I've never ever phoned in. So this is like such a nerve-wracking thing.
What have we said? What have we done wrong? What do you want to correct us on?
I was diagnosed with bipolar last year.
Okay.
And I know I've been like that for as long as I can remember, but there's something that I've been using that's really helped, and I wanted to share it with you. So, yellow tinted glasses.
Yeah, what?
Yellow tinted glasses, not sunglasses, but I don't know if you've seen any of the research on it, but it's meant to help lift your mood and help with mania. And I swear by them. I'm wearing them now.
Hang on. Okay, let me. This is what is this?
Because I tried.
What is this snake oil? Yellow glasses are a good way to trick the eyes into believing they're getting more natural light and can be of huge benefit for those with seasonally affected disorder. The yellow lenses There's science here, Catherine. It's not just some crackpot. The yellow lenses block the blue light rays, which are involved in the production of melatonin, and therefore alter the need for sleep, which is prevalent in people with SAD. Well, but the problem is, do you not end up looking like Bono or someone? Doesn't he wear yellow glasses?
I wear them in the house. Don't wear them when I go out. But, yeah.
What? This is insane.
You do some Googling on it, because I read quite a few different things, and I didn't even buy an expensive pair. I just got mine from eBay, because my psychiatrist said don't spend lots of money on all different things. People promise you that they'll work. So I spent the lowest amount on a pair of glasses. I've suffered from depression since I can remember back being when I was about 14. And then I've been diagnosed with OCD and bipolar more recently. And I've been on so many different medications. And yeah, it's not the only thing that it's not like a magic,
Hang on.
But
Here we go.
Really
on Amazon. Colour therapy glasses. Chakra mood light therapy. Now they're talking about chakras.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't want anyone.
Is it going to open that third eye? Because you know what happened last time.
It's the fourth eye you want to worry about.
A black rimmed glass, just plain rimmed glasses with a yellow lens. And
Here we go. 20 quid. 20 quid on Amazon. It sounds like, with respect, it sounds like bollocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, it does. And 20 quid feels a lot to spend on something that could be potentially bullshine.
I spent $3.99.
What the?
On eBay. So I didn't. Yeah.
All right.
But I'm not telling you to do it, but it's just.
Yes, you are. Well, that's a challenge. You've set down a challenge there, basically.
And I just wanted to tell you, both you and Catherine, I listen to you every night, and it just gets me through. I know you're like that for lots of other people who suffer with mental health, and I'm just I'm so thankful to you guys.
Thank you. Well, that's very kind of you, Zoe. Thank you. I'm being told now, Zoe or Catherine, do either of you know what is the supermoon? Because I think it's a supermoon.
It's a flower moon, apparently.
Whoa! What's a flower moon?
With a W rather than a flower that you can't get at the moment in the shops. Yeah.
Obs. You can get flour now, by the way. She's fear-mongering because she's part of the MSN.
My mum hasn't been able to get it.
Your mum is a liar. Your mum has got loads of it, and her and your dad are having sex in dough.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
don't believe that image.
They're having sploshing parties in dough.
I saw them briefly today. My parents. It was very nice. I would like to give them a cuddle.
I saw my mum on Zoom today, and we could hear her, and she could hear us. Eventually, it took quite a few attempts. I had to phone the care home up because the lovely carer that set up the Zoom would then give us the thumbs up and leave, and we're going, no, we can't hear her. And I had to phone up the care home, and they sorted it out, and it was really nice to see her. Anyway, yes, go on. Sorry, Catherine.
Okay, 6% larger than a typical full moon and 14% bigger than a micro moon. I mean, God knows.
Doesn't that explain tonight's show all of a sudden?
Yes.
Zoe, if I'm going to ask if anyone else can back you up on the glasses, then I'm going to buy a pair.
I've already seen people talking about it on YouTube, saying they've got them.
£20. Just try a cheaper pair. And
All right.
One thing just before I go, Catherine, that chocolate in the chili, I've tried it with cocoa powder as well. And you're right, it's brilliant. It's like the secret ingredient.
It does something, right? I made a chili for my parents, and my parents are the most conservative eaters, right? To the point where I said, Dad, all right, eat it, and then afterwards I want to talk to you about my secret ingredient. He went, oh, God, what have you put in it? And I told him, he went, oh, you dirty cow. And then he went, It was good, though.
it just adds that little something, but yeah.
It's depth and richness, but it doesn't taste sweet. It doesn't make your chili taste like chocolate. It just adds a little something. I guess like a red wine might or something. I don't know, just that. So good. Hey, thanks for ringing up. I really appreciate hearing your voice tonight.
Well, hang on a minute, though. Hang on a minute. I think we're giving Zoe a free pass.
Why?
And maybe she's like David Icke and we should be destroying her. I don't know. I'm now looking, because he was deceptively lovely. And here we go. Because here's the problem. Catherine owns. I'm not trusted on eBay. I'm an eBay addict. And so Catherine has my password.
Well, it's not that you're an addict, it's that you were using it unhealthily.
I think these are women's glasses. Oh, here we go. Blue light.
Oh, what does that even mean?
Blue light blocking glasses for eye strain, plus a free bag and a free wipe. All right, I'm going to send you. That sounds it, doesn't it? That's £6. That's £5.99, and I think that includes postage. Kath, I'm going to email it to you. Can you buy it for me?
Oh God, you've bought stupider things. Of course, I'll buy it.
But
I'll sanction that.
But Zoe,
If they don't work for you, I will give you the $5.99.
oh well, you give me a lot more than that. I'll be taking you to court. And if it makes me worse and I end up doing something dangerous to myself, on your head be it.
Oh no, don't say that, God.
Zoe, it's really nice to talk to you. I'm really glad you finally gave us a call, and I'll let you know how I get on with those glasses. Thank you.
All right, take care. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye-bye. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Linda. Good evening, Linda.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Linda.
Hello.
I've just entered Norwegian Wood. Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
Well, I wasn't actually calling about this reason. I was just listening about the yellow glasses. That sounds cool. I might give those a go.
It sounds all right, does it? Oh, Patty just jumped on me and scared me. It sounds all right, doesn't it?
It does. Because I don't sleep like ever, and I've been doing some research. Have you ever heard of weighted blankets?
Oh, Linda, we were talking about this a few weeks ago. The adverts look so good. I've not got one though.
I'm getting one. I have one on order. They're expensive. They're not cheap.
Well, it's the weight. You pay for weight, don't you?
Exactly. And the thing is, the expense is what's put me off so far, Linda. But it's going to happen as soon as I get a payday or something where I'm feeling a little bit spendy. I really fancy one because they sound like a hug. You know, it sounds great.
Well, my theory is we've been in lockdown for like ever, and normally I travel back to London a lot. And I haven't. So I've easily saved the money, on travel. But I've heard some amazing things about them. So I'm going to give it a go. And then I've just ordered a V-shaped pillow, and then I also want a C-shaped pillow. Then there's not room for what?
Linda, are you? These are all the adverts that pop up on my Facebook feed. Are you? You're going to buy a black sparkly cat lamp in a minute.
The V-shaped pillow, didn't we have those like when I was pregnant? I had one of those.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're meant to be. They're meant to be for like when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
But I'm not. But I thought I just want comfort because I just think I just need to be cozy, and I'm a bit strange anyway in the fact that when we. Sorry, my partner just sounded quite rude in the background. Then.
What did he do?
Well, he basically just said, "What a bit."
Okay. I thought he did.
That you know what that is? He means he loves you.
He does. He's lovely. But I am very strange, and he's got, because obviously we sleep in the same bed, so he's got to put up with the strangeness. So, like when we go on holiday, when we go to Spain, so I will get the duvet out of the cupboard, and I will wrap myself in the duvet and have the air conditioning on like full, like gale force wind.
I hear you. I'm that person.
Oh, I love it. And apparently that's where the weighted blanket comes in, and it makes you feel really snuggly. But I have found one that's not too expensive. It's about £50, so I'm going to give it a go. Because the other ones I've looked at have been ridiculous.
They're like £100. Yeah.
They are. And this one, I think it's 6.5 kilos, which is slightly lighter than... I'm not going to say, because you meant to do it on your percent, so I'm not going to say that, because then I give away certain things, so I'm not going to say that. But it's 6.5 kilograms. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go, but I'm definitely gonna buy some of these glasses.
All right. Well, let us know. We'll swap data. We'll talk. We'll discuss glasses when they arrive, and let us know how the weighted blanket goes. Linda, thank you. Let's go to Moses. Good evening, Moses.
Oh, mate, honestly, I haven't spoke to you. I'm first time caller on your show. Yeah.
Well, there's a dump. Okie dokie. Sorry for the people on YouTube. You would have heard a swear word there, so we don't like. Moses, I'm going to bring you back, but you have to watch your language. We cannot allow F-bombs on the radio because it's naughty, okay? Let's try again. Yes, Moses?
Did I drop an F-bomb?
Oh, gosh, the fact that you're unaware of it, yes, you did. So just watch it, otherwise we'll let you go.
Apologising. I am sorry to the nation. Oh, dear, oh, Lord. Okay.
You sound sincere, so let's let it go.
Okay. We did have a B off you earlier, though, Ian.
Yeah, but that's not an F. Do you know what, Moses?
All right, fair play, semantics. Yeah, okay.
Thanks for your call. 0344
Not semantics,
499
the rules.
1000. It's not semantics, mate, and I didn't really like your attitude. Let's try Graham. Good evening, Graham.
Hello there, how are you?
What you got for us?
Well, you've touched on two topics that are in my life right now. One
Go on.
is attending AA meetings online.
Yep.
And the other was bipolar depression.
Okay.
My mother is bipolar, and there's a couple of experiences I can remember. One is that she believed herself to be a millionaire.
Gosh.
And she was wanting to send checks for large amounts to charities, but fortunately my mother was a bit frail, so she would always ask other people to post the letters, and of course we just put them away, otherwise we could have been in tremendous trouble. There was another incident where we've got a conservatory, and it can get very hot indeed under a conservatory with the panes of glass in the height of summer.
Yeah.
And she took it upon herself to clean the conservatory in this incredible heat and working at a very frantic pace.
And so how did that affect you as her son? Did it seem normal, or did you realise this was not, the way things perhaps should be?
No, I was old enough to understand that it wasn't normal. I mean, the major effects I think that I've inherited is that I suffer from what we might call unipolar depression. But I don't want to go into my history with that because it's too dark. But I went to my first AA meeting yesterday.
How did you find it?
Well, you might be aware of this terminology. I'm sure you are. I didn't realise this. I've been told by a friend that a closed meeting is only for people that have actually stopped, whereas you can attend an open meeting while you're still intoxicated.
That's not how I interpret it. A closed meeting is for people who, as I interpret it, as I understand it, a closed meeting is for people who identify as alcoholics. An open meeting means that people who are not alcoholics can attend as long as the meeting is cool with it.
Oh, okay, I see. I attended the meetings, and I admitted straight away, like I said to them in chat, I am intoxicated, and if you don't like that and want me to leave, then I would have just left, no problem. But they said, no, stay. Yeah. The guy at the AA did drop an F-bomb, so I'm trying to think how to say this sentence and exclude that. But he said, no matter what anyone's told you, you can still attend while you're drinking. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
I was surprised by a woman. She was the first one to speak at the meeting, and she talked for an entire half an hour. I don't think I could do a monologue about myself.
Well, but here's the thing: you don't. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted by something. You don't have to at the moment. I mean, most meetings they have a sharer who will do 10 or 15. Who will do it's like performance 10 or 15 minutes. It's very rare you get 30 minutes. But you don't have to worry about that. Why did you go to the meeting?
Well, I have. They told me that the only requirement is that you have the intention of giving up, and so at the moment,
the only requirement is the desire to stop drinking. That's it.
Yeah, and I do have that desire.
Well, then you're in the right place. The Zoom meetings are a little bit strange. But if you've not done an in situ meeting, then won't seem that strange. It works if you work it, Graham. I was a hopeless drug addict and alcoholic, primarily drugs for me, but they go hand in hand really. And I haven't had a drink or a drug for over 2 years, And I tried everything to stop. Psychiatry, travelling, meditation, sex. I tried all kinds of things. And this is the only thing that has worked for me.
In the 3 years building up to 2011, I was like drinking all day, every day, and then I stopped, which I achieved with the help of an online forum called Bright Eyes, and so I'd just post on there every day.
Good.
And I didn't touch a drop of drink for 5 years, excepting for the special case of some brandy-soaked sponge in a trifle, which my family were quite worried. They were like, is it okay for you to have this? It's not going to cause you a problem, is it? And I said, I don't think a trifle is going to...
Well, it may be just a trifle, but yeah, I tend to avoid stuff like that. Because any kind of alcohol can set off a chain reaction in me that makes me crave more. Graham, listen, I have to move on because we've got so many calls. I'm glad you enjoyed your meeting. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. 0344 499 1000. We've got Derek, George, Robin, Alistair and Arlene. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Let's go to Derek. Good evening, Derek.
Hi, Ian and Kath. How are you doing?
Derek, what have you got for us tonight?
It's about those yellow glasses that you were speaking about.
Oh, yes, sir. Have you tried them?
No, well, I have, but I use them for fishing as well. Polarized ones. But a lot of people use them for nighttime driving as well. Did you know that?
Oh, do you know what I did? My friend had a pair of glasses and it had a sticker on that said "Good for driving in the night."
They're supposed to be for help at nighttime driving as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So, they're definitely worth a go.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get them and I'm going to try them and let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
eBay, cheap.
eBay.
Yeah, eBay for everything. Yeah. And another thing, you were a bit worried about your mum. Somebody had caught the corona in her home, yeah? And you were a bit worried about her. Well, I spoke to you on Twitch, or I messaged you on Twitch 2 or 3 weeks ago saying that my mum had caught the COVID as well.
Ah, yes, okay.
She's got through it, she's doing well, and...
Yes, man! Yes!
Got it, and she's fighting fit again. So
brilliant, Derek. That is great news. Mate, do you mind if I ask how old your mum is?
My mum's only 72.
She's a youngster.
And she's in a kind of care. She's quite young to be in a care home, but she's doing well. She got it and she survived it. And I had a good old cry when I first heard that. I thought that was the end. I was going to lose my mum.
Yeah. Derek.
Everything's turned around. Everything's great now.
I'm so glad you shared that because everybody is sharing the very important, sad news of the numbers of people that are passing. But to hear that your 72-year young mum has had it and has come out the other side, that's really inspiring, Derek. Thank you.
Well, it just shows that it's not all bad. It's turns out good in the end as well for some
Wicked.
people.
I'm really thrilled. You must be over the moon.
Yeah, brilliant. I still haven't seen her yet, but hopefully soon. Once
send love to Mum from us. That's brilliant news, Derek. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, mate. You take care.
Okay, right.
Thank you. Bye-bye. 0344 499 1000. It's a good bit of news, boy, Lee.
Yeah.
It's nice,
That's
isn't it?
lovely. Yeah, it's really reassuring. Well, as reassuring as it can be at the moment.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's go to George. Good evening, George.
Yeah.
Not really. Could you come off speakerphone?
Yeah, come off that. Yeah, hang on, mate. Yeah. Bit more than Jeff, right? But I'm off it. You can hear me.
Yes, George. What you got for us?
Well, basically, right, I'm a poster. Yeah. And I know a lot of nurses, and they're being recognised now. Nurses. I don't care about myself, but a lot of nurses.
Yep.
They applaud them every weekend, every Thursday. But do you know they went like 10 years without a decent pay rise?
Yeah.
Are they going to get recognised for that?
Probably not, unfortunately.
I'm not a nurse. I'm not a nurse, but I know nurses. I know some that go to food banks. You know.
Oh God, no! The way we treat our nurses and many of the people that work in the NHS is disgusting and is shameful. And while I go out and applaud with my boys, and we went out tonight, I do think it's a very convenient way for the government to. It's a magic trick to get us to look the other way. Someone said on Twitter tonight, nurses can't eat applause. So yeah, we should be paying them more money. But you know what? When this is all done, I bet the government will say, we can't afford it now.
Well, they never have. I know. I was married to a nurse, and I got divorced. I haven't seen a nurse, and I know damn well they went 10 years. 10 years without a pay rise, a decent pay rise, or any pay rise.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
And now they're heroes, and they are heroes.
They've always been. They always have been.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have to be heroes. I think sometimes that hero, it's been said before, I'm not the first person to say it, but saying, oh, aren't they good, is no replacement for giving them the equipment they need to look after themselves. So they shouldn't be going in taking their lives in their hands. They shouldn't have to be heroes about it.
No, they are front line. And Ian and Kath, I'm a postman. I don't care. I don't want a pay rise off Royal Mail. I'm not getting one, and I'm not getting no bonus. Like Tesco's are giving Tesco's giving bonuses out. Amazon are giving bonuses out. You know, there's a lot of companies that are giving bonus out to people for being on a danger line. Nurses are not getting it.
Yeah. George, you're not going to get disagreement from us.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit wound up, but...
No, I get it.
No,
I get it.
I'm also wound up about it.
You keep me going. But it winds me up.
I know it does, mate. It's a tough old time, and it's a sad time, and...
when are they going to recognise nurses? I
don't think they will. I honestly don't think they will. This government won't. They don't care.
When it's all over, they're going to get a decent pay rise. They're not getting a bonus like...
No, because the government will say... The government will say we can't... The government will say we can't afford it because the country is now bankrupt.
So, I hope I'm not wasting your time. I've got a valid point. Have I got a valid point, Kath?
Of course, yeah, of course you have.
George, you got a very valid point and we enjoyed hearing it. Thank you. 0344 499 1000. James Brown on Twitter, on YouTube says, my daughter got a whacking wage last month, brackets nurse. She spent the lot on online shopping. I've spent the last 2 weeks answering the door to Amazon, Royal Mail, Yodel and Hermes. First of all, I don't believe you. Secondly, so what? So why are we policing? Nurses are allowed to buy what they want, right? If that story's not true, but if it were, spend it on what they want, can't they? Also,
let's be honest. No one's going shopping at the moment, and if she's spending money and getting things delivered, well, then that's just... Here's the thing, I've heard that before.
I think you're lying, James.
I've heard that before. My dad always used to moan about how much I spent on online shopping, but I never used to go shopping. So everything I bought used to come through the post, and so you would see it all. Yeah. Don't judge. She's just doing her thing. She's just doing her thing. And also, what she spends her money on is her business.
I don't believe him either. I don't believe him. I'm suspicious of so many people in the YouTube tonight. 350 people watching. Thanks for your call, Dode. And James, I'm yay close. There we go, I did it. Let's go to Arlene. Good evening, Arlene.
Good evening, Ian and Catherine.
It comes to something, Arlene, when you're the first sane call of the night.
Well, thank you very much, and I have two subjects.
First of all, can I ask you a question? How's your mum?
My mum is absolutely fantastic. She did not have an answering machine because she twiddled with cables.
Oh.
And I bought her one because it's her big birthday this year in October, and I bought her an answering machine with phone, and she got it all set up, and it's just the most magnificent thing.
An answering machine? Like an old-fashioned one with a tape in it?
Yeah, because, well, she just, it was just ringing and ringing and ringing every time we were trying to call her. Yeah. And we tell her what films are on with subtitles, so we were like hanging on until there's a film on in a minute, and she wasn't answering the phone. But yeah, it's all top business.
Yeah, yeah.
And I sent her a potato masher through the post and some hair dye. So that was the latest part.
Those are the important things. I love a potato masher. I love
she was
mashing
doing
potato.
Pork. I was
so
like,
satisfying.
no. So I send her weird things through the post that she won't ask her neighbours to buy her. So that's really good.
There you go.
But I have two things.
Oh.
I have your thing about Robert Crumb.
Oh, yeah.
And I am looking at, in front of me, is the complete record cover collection by Robert Crumb.
Oh. What other records did he do apart from the Big Brother one?
He did so many, and this one in particular, we were thinking about Catherine with if she could, because she's had a bit of thing about her artwork.
Yeah.
And we thought there's this record cover which is called "Please Warm My Wiener."
Oh my word!
Yeah, yeah.
And it's old time Hokum blues.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's exactly my wheelhouse.
So if you could go on the internet and maybe find that cover, it is it's a remarkable piece of work.
Please.
You're asking me to put into Google, please warm my wiener.
Please warm my wiener.
Oh my God, here we go, can of worms.
Old time.
Yeah. Now we get into a slight problem.
Oh.
Because he has been accused of being racist.
Wow.
With his depiction of black people.
Well,
at best, that's a very old-fashioned way of doing it.
Yeah, yeah. And it does get addressed in the film. Is he a racist? Or not?
Well, he has done. Whoa, this book is just remarkable.
Yeah, he's a remarkable artist. There's no denying it.
He's got one called "Banana in Your Fruit Basket."
There we go. I'm not even going to Google that.
Paul Carter, Red Hot
yes.
Blues.
Yes, well, yeah. Let's not look at any more of his album covers where he depicts black people in a rather old-fashioned way. He has been accused of being racist, but again, Catherine, when you watch the film, that's not even the half of it. That's not even the half of it.
Right, we have a Tom and Jerry collection of cartoons, and it says at the beginning what was depicted in the day. So they show the old Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Yeah, because basically they're looked after by Mammy a lot of the time, aren't they?
Yeah, that was what was at the day, as they say.
Yes, yes.
But the other thing is a little quiz that Mr. Harry has set up.
Okay.
Right? So it's films with the last letter missing. And they turned them into quite funny ones.
Okay.
So you got Armando Iannucci's In the Loo.
In the Loop, yes.
And you've got the Dirty Doze.
Okay, Dirty Dozen, yes. When do we get to the funny ones?
You got the Fist of Fur.
Yes.
And you've got Titanic.
Okay, thanks for your call, Arlene. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to.
I get the concept, I just don't see the point.
Oh, holy jack-a-mole. Alistair and Robin, stay there. You're going to come up after the news. And is a question I asked on YouTube and a question I asked you, Kath. Is this fun?
I don't think fun is the thing at the moment. I don't think it needs to be fun.
Yeah, I want fun. I really want fun. I want fun. So listen, the Rabbit Hole next Sunday, May the 17th, is going to be fun. That I guarantee you. We're so close to selling 200 tickets. So close. That is going to be fun. IainLee.com/event. It's £6.50, and literally every penny of it that isn't absorbed by the ticketing company goes to me and Catherine. So, I mean, what more could you want? IainLee.com/event. Tickets for £6.50, and that includes the whole household. So if there's like 4 or 5 of you in the house, you're getting a bargain. You're getting an absolute bargain. We'll carry on. 0344 499 1000. The moon apparently is huge. I'm letting my kids just play Fortnite next door, Kath, and I did say they could stay up till midnight. They're still up. I said they could. It's no school tomorrow. Yeah, I said they could stay up till midnight, but you know what? I might as well let them stay up till the end of the show. That means I might get a bit of a lie-in tomorrow.
Well, I always think that it never works out that way. But good luck.
It never works, does it? It never works. I'm going to let them. I'm going to go in and tell them they can stay up all night. They'll be over.
You're the best, Dad.
I'm the best. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Grab pussy. Grab pussy. 03444991000 is the phone number. When was the last time you heard Gone Troppo by George Harrison on the radio? Oh, it was on this show about 2 days ago. But apart from that, when was the last time you heard Gone Troppo? Ah, George Harrison. And my baby George has come to see me. You're all right, darling. You're not very well,
You're saying
are you?
it wrong, by the way. It's obviously Gone Troppo.
Gone Troppo. Poor George with me. He's not very well. You're not very well, George. I had to give a cat a bath today. I've never given a cat a bath in all my years. And I had to give George a bath. He's got long hair and he was covered in grey poo.
Poor kid turned himself inside out virtually, didn't they?
Do you want to put you down, darling? Not like that. I mean, on the floor. Poor little boy. He's not eating anything. He had a tick. I think a tick poisoned him. I found the Ollie sent me the Are You Bipolar test, and should we do it? Oh, let's do it. We got a couple of calls.
I don't think it's any substitute for a professional diagnosis, but with that in mind,
be a bit of fun. Let's go a bit of fun.
Is it from looking?
Oh, by the way. So I went into the kids, right? So the youngest is playing Fortnite on the Switch, and the eldest is watching YouTubers. And I said, okay, guys, and I said, you've got to go to bed at midnight. And I said, okay, guys, it's midnight. Okay, all right, we'll switch this off. I said, or how would you like to stay up until the end of the show? Well, when's that? I said, an hour till 1 o'clock. They said, really? I said, yeah. And my eldest looked at me and went, you are very juicy, Iain Lee. But they take great pleasure in calling me Iain Lee because they think it's a really silly name. You are very juicy, Iain Lee. And he had a packet of prawny, as we call them, prawny cockcocks, prawn cocktail crisps. And I said, you have to give me a crisp, though. And he went, you can have 2. That's the effect I have on those guys.
That's how grateful he is. I'm thinking of inviting my girls to the Stephen Page concert this weekend.
Oh, the boys! I've got the boys on Saturday. They're coming. They're coming. Yeah, no, definitely. Because normally they go home on a Saturday, but they're going home on Sunday. And I said, well, I'm going to a concert Sunday night if you want to come. And they looked at me as if I said, I'm going to put my hand in fire on Saturday night if you'd like to join me. And I said, it's indoors and it's Stephen Page and you know him from Bare Naked Ladies and he did the Ninjas for you once. And so, yeah, they're gonna, I suspect the youngest will fall asleep. But yeah, we'll sit on the sofa and have some of that. It'll be fun.
Okay. That's brilliant then. Well, then the girls will be banging to that because they are bestie friendies with your boys these days.
There we go.
I think they were shooting each other just this afternoon.
They were just this afternoon, yes. Let's go to Robin. Good evening, Robin.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath.
Hey, Robin.
Can I ask just a quick question before I just talk about anything? One question to Ian, one question to Kath. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot to reply to your email. I'm going to reply to it now. Catherine, do you mind if I give Robin your email address?
Well, there's no need because I can see the ones that he sends to you. So
okay, fine. He sent one to me that you've not seen.
I have seen it. I meant to reply, but I didn't know how to do it.
So there you go. Away you go, Robin.
Yeah. So the question about you is, do you do any voiceover for podcast?
You got to give us dollar. Give us dollar.
Yes, I know. Yeah, sure.
I want big dollar.
Okay,
Robin, I do it for you. I do it for you for free, my friend.
No, I'm not.
No. Free. No. I will do it for you for free. It will be a pleasure. Of course, I will.
Oh, thank you. The same question you may have guessed. I just want to ask Kath to be on our show.
Yeah, I was just trying to work out how I do it without, because the problem with my house is that downstairs is all one room. So I was thinking about how I do it without everyone in the house being
Lappy
around.
Upstairs. Lappy Yeti microphone upstairs.
Sure. Maybe I can do that.
All right. 10 minutes. He's a gentle interviewer, although he might go tough on you.
Well, this is the thing. I used to be that interviewer. People used to say, yeah, of course we'll talk to Catherine. She plays with a straight bat. But my last question was always, kill her!
Oh, gosh, wow.
You've got to do it at the end, Robin, so they can't walk out,
She might destroy you. Robin. You could be in trouble.
Looking forward to that, of course. I'm really calling to talk about alcohol a little bit, because I heard lots of callers calling to your show. Maybe they're drunk, maybe they have a problem with alcohol.
You've never drunk at all, have you?
No, I don't even drink alcohol at all. One thing, I just feel like, because I'm watching a TV series called Normal People on BBC at the moment, and it has been talking about lots of alcohol within the young generation, teenagers. And yesterday, I had a little bit like argument, which is fine, but literally with one of my classmates just arguing about why like teenagers should not drink. My personal opinion is like they should drink as less as they could, but like classmates, but he just think drinking is really helpful for social. I mean, it's really hard for me to convince anyone, but I just think the drinking culture in the UK and in China as well is really, really huge. It's damaging for some people. Why can't we stop people from drinking when they're young, telling them drinking too much is not a good thing and ask them to drink less? But apparently any of these parties, all this, rave or anything that they have been holding at house before the lockdown, involving lots of alcohol. I have never been to a party myself, but I know my friends come to the party and they have drinking a lot. They can't even walk after that. I just can't see the point of doing that, to be honest. So I really don't know what to talk about. But I just feel like drinking culture is something I'm worried about, especially listening to your callers this evening.
Yeah, but you're hearing the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
There are lots of people who can have one drink, 2 drinks, and then they're done. And they have it as a kind of, more of a casual thing without becoming a massive problem. It's, we're not all Vikings.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry. Listen, I wouldn't worry about it. As long as you're cool, that's all that matters. Some people can handle a drink, some people can't handle a drink. I suspect we're going to have a real problem with alcoholism after the lockdown ends, so that's fine.
It's not really about the drink or the substance or whatever it is. It's the reason for someone trying to stop feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it. I don't worry about it. People, people. That's all it is. It's just people. I don't worry about it. I think teenagers in particular, teenagers and people in their young 20s will push the limits. And pushing the limits is kind of cool. They're not cool. Sorry, I just read a silly text. It's about pushing the limits and finding what your limits are, and then learning how to step back from that. And most people can step back from that.
I was going to say, for a lot of people, they'll overdo it a few times and then go, do you know what? I'm not going to do that again because it's not worth it. If someone is drinking for a reason other than, I don't know, if someone's drinking to drown something else out, they're going to keep doing it. And that's not really about the booze. That's about what it's masking.
Yeah, I think it's about the feeling sometimes. I know it's because I was having another conversation with my dad early on, and I found something related to this. He said, I don't know, but maybe some elder generation of parents who've been living totally different times when they're young, somehow it's been hard for them to understand why teenagers, why young generation have problems. Like what I have talked with my dad usually say, did you have enough to eat? Did you have enough to drink? Did you sleep well? I said, yes, yes, and yes. And he said, why would you like to feel unhappy about anything happening in your life? I mean, that might happen to other people as well. So I think there are reasons why young generation's voices are not heard, or they've got people that they trust to speak to when they're feeling not so happy, when they're feeling down, when they're feeling... It might be like easy stuff to them, but it could be like a huge problem in their life.
Yeah, this is the thing I noticed with my grandparents, and they're people who lived through the war. So when they were little children, they didn't get sweets and cakes, so I noticed a lot, and it had a negative effect on some people in my family, that when, rather than saying, I love you and I'm worried about you, or, can we talk about this? They would say, oh, go on, have another piece of cake. Let me get you this. And they would fill you up. And what they're trying to do is fill up that hole inside you, in terms of, the hole in your soul that they're worried about. They want to make you feel better. They want to comfort you because that's the thing that they experience. But they haven't got the kind of emotional language to say to you, instead of saying, have another piece of cake or have another big pizza or whatever it might have been, to say, I'm worried about you, or can we talk about this? Because they weren't brought up that way. They had to worry about more immediate things like starving.
But that's true, actually, Kath. I agree with you, because especially back in China, like in the 70s,
oh, gosh,
my dad and mom, when they are teenagers, they suffer from starvation, and that's a real starvation. Like they don't really literally have nothing to eat. So when they grow up, like into 20s, 30s, and 40s, they care much about if I have something to eat and warm and nice and cozy.
And that's how they show love.
I agree. I'm not saying that my guy's not showing love. But just like sometimes when we're talking about things, he would say, "I don't understand why you're feeling unhappy. We have everything." But I'm just saying, maybe if elder generation can speak and listen to young generations more, the alcohol problem could be eased a little bit. That's what I feel about this situation. But I'm not an expert at all.
Okay, Robbie, listen, thank you for that. Yes, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're very welcome to. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Let's go to Julian. Good evening, Julian.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Catherine. How you guys doing?
What you got for us?
Well, I just want to say well done for carrying on in good old British fashion, and you guys can pull it off. I was watching Have I Got News for You tonight, and it was kind of excruciating. Without the crowd, without the laughter, they were sort of having to laugh loudly to replace that, and the sound is just different. It was interesting as a spectacle, but it was just sort of excruciating.
I was talking to my friend Paul Garner today, who is a comedy writer, and I've only seen bits of the Have I Got News for You, but I think that the majority of these programmes that they're doing in people's homes, they don't work because the audience is a huge part, the laughter is a huge part, the set, everything is a huge old part, and I think I've just trod on something, and I think I've killed.
God, what?
What have I just trod on? Gosh, that really hurt. I don't think it works. I don't think they should do it. I think these homemade shows they're pony. Put on repeats. Show us repeats. Put on some movies. Show some old episodes. Yeah. Do something. This isn't working.
Dad's Army.
Yeah, but why not? Why not? Put it on. Let's just see all this stuff. Because why not?
I think with a programme like that, it has to be current anyway. I don't even like it when they show Have I Got a Bit More News for You, because it's from 6 months ago and it doesn't really
work. The audience, the set, the direction, the editing, all of that is so important to those shows, and when it is done from someone's home, it doesn't appeal to me in the slightest.
Tell you one lockdown programme that is glorious, though, that I really enjoy is the Grace and Perry Art Club. Have you seen that? I think that's on a... Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Grace and Perry and his wife Philippa.
He follows me on Twitter, yes.
Oh, God, they're wonderful, right? They're just the funniest couple. They get on so well and they kind of fuel each other's creativity. They're just really great. And they kind of have they reach out to various other people and get them to send their art in. And it sounds really poncy, but actually it's wonderful because they're just great communicators. It's kind of like, if you like the essence of, or the idea of what the Bake Off should be, which is kind of homegrown, wholesome but funny and a little bit kind of naughty at times content. It's that, and they do it really well, and you forget that you're all locked in. It's about being locked down. It's about capturing the essence of this weird time that we're all going through, but there's a feeling of communality there that makes you feel like you're not watching one person sitting in their back bedroom having tidied up especially so it doesn't, and so that their bookshelf looks super impressive behind them, that whole thing, which is what I look at when I saw 5 minutes of Have I Got News for You. I thought, oh God, really? It seemed very sanitised.
Yeah, it did. Well, Julian, sort of normal programme. Sorry, if I watch any normal programme now, like the Antiques Roadshow, I just catch myself saying, "Oh, they filmed that before the lockdown, didn't they? Look at that. They're not social distancing. We're so conditioned now."
It's like social porn. You look at it and go, "God, remember the time you could stand that close to a stranger?" Whoa.
Good old days.
New normal. New normal.
We are now living in the
new normal.
So
keeping us sane. Well,
hey, listen, nice one. I'm glad you think so. Sometimes it feels like walking through treacle, but Julian, thank you. 0344 499 1000. We just lost Sharon and Alistair. A lot of calls tonight, which is unusual. Apologies if people have been waiting for a long time. Did we do the quarter past break? I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Thank you, Amy. I had something I was going to say, and I can't think. Can't think what it was. Let's do the bipolar test. If you're a caller on hold, wait there. We will get to you in a minute. Right.
Should I do it too? Would I be the control?
All right. Yeah, you do it. So you.
What
need
if
to
I'm
go
bipolar and you're not?
Oh my God, I'll be so jealous. Ollie, can you retweet? Oh, actually, I can tweet it. I've got the link here, so I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna.
I would get a piece of paper, but the cat's asleep on it.
You don't need a piece of paper. You can do it online. What do you want paper for? It's a computer program.
Oh right, okay. It's not one of those A, B, or C like in Looking.
By the way, I'm seriously considering moving to Scotland after all of this. I'm seriously considering.
It does feel like they've got more of a handle on things, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Have you got it?
I got it.
Do you have bipolar disorder? Test by John M. Growhole, Phys.D. 3 minutes to test.
No, his name is not Growhole.
Yes, it is. Use this bipolar disorder test to help you determine if you may need to see a mental health professional for possible help with bipolar 1 or bipolar 2. Bipolar symptoms for most people include episodes of mania interspersed with episodes of clinical depression. Feeling lucky today. These episodes cause significant distress. Okay. This is a screening test. Only a psychiatrist or licensed mental health professional can make an accurate diagnosis. Yeah, whatever.
We know this.
Okay, so you have to enter in the top. I'm a 47-year-old male. Okay,
Yeah.
you obviously put in your details. Question 1.
42-year-old female is what I'm giving up.
Question 1. I've noticed an increase in my goal-directed activity, which consists of a great deal of planning or participation in multiple activities, such as at work, in school, religious, or sexual activities.
Wow, that's some. That is some. Okay, some
Quite
list.
Quite a lot.
Work, school, religion, or sex.
They all link up. Not the school stuff, obviously. I mean, but when you're a kid, it does. I'm terrible. You've got not at all, just a little.
I don't know what
somewhat, or quite a lot all the time. I'm going for quite a lot all the time.
Oh. Increase in my goal-directed activity. What does that mean?
Jesus, it means planning. Well, the fact that you're selling pictures now.
Okay, somewhat. Okay.
2. I find that my thoughts race faster in my head than I can express them to others. Not at all, somewhat, quite a lot. I would say somewhat, because I can express my thoughts. Can't I?
You're very good with those words, yes.
Yeah. What are you going to put?
Not at all, because I say it.
Okay. 3. Despite having no experience or particular talent, I feel like I can do anything I set my mind to, such as inventing something I know very little about, or writing a hit single in pop music. Quite a lot.
No.
Quite a lot. Genuinely quite a lot. Genuinely quite a lot.
Really?
I could write a hit single. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, Kath, I could write a hit single. You know
but
I
that
could.
suggests that you have a talent. You must have some confidence in your talent.
I could write a love song. It wouldn't have to take long. I tell you how I love you, baby. Let's make love tonight.
Okay, there it is.
Everybody say, whoa, whoa, yeah. Everybody say, whoa, whoa, yeah. Everybody say, oh, yeah. Lay down and make love tonight. You know
Everybody say,
you
okay,
will.
Ian, let's
You
get on with
really
this.
will. There we go.
You don't... really?
I genuinely think if I sat down properly, I could write a hit song. I know it.
Oh.
I even know it.
Okay.
What are you going to put? Come on, this is supposed to take 3 minutes.
No.
Okay, we're in
Because I would not... Right, if I set my mind to something, I would have some basis in thinking I had a talent.
Oh God, no. I don't.
But
I just can't. I think I could
it's
do that.
despite having no experience or particular talent thing.
Here we go. Question 4 is for me. I engage in reckless activities, such as driving. Yes. Investing in businesses I know nothing about. No. Shopping without any particular purpose or need. Oh, God, yes. Or engaging in sex with people I don't really know. Yes. Even though I realise these activities may result in very bad consequences for me. Not at all, somewhat, quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Not at all.
Despite getting a lot less sleep than usual, I still feel rested and full of energy. Not at all, somewhat, quite a lot. Not at all. 6. I have trouble following other people's conversations or instructions because I feel distracted by all of the other things going on around me. Somewhat.
No.
7. I often feel the need to speak without regard to interrupting or intruding onto others' conversations and don't much care if what I say isn't directly relevant to the conversation.
That suggests an amount of insight that the person who did that wouldn't have.
Not at all, is my answer. Yeah. 8. I feel like my mood is seriously elevated, like I'm excessively cheerful, high, or feeling on top of the world. I felt actually high this morning, Catherine. It was insane. Felt high. Mm-hmm. Or extremely irritable. I feel like my mood is seriously elevated or extremely irritable, and I have a lot more activity and energy that's present most of the day, every day. I've put quite a lot.
No, I don't.
Okay. Because I felt, honestly, I was off my face this morning. It was insane.
Well, here's the thing I found really interesting this morning. I didn't hear from you till, like lunchtime, and that's unusual. And I thought, he must be feeling really crappy. And then when you finally appeared, flipping it, you were bouncing off the walls.
I'd spoken to my friend. I'd done a voiceover. I was doing loads of stuff. Number 9, bipolar screening test part 2. Number 9. I've noticed an increase in my activity that is purposeless and without goals, such as pacing, feeling restless, or trying to dominate multiple conversations with others at the same time. Not at all.
No.
10. My elevated or irritable mood and increased energy has lasted most of the day, every day, for less than 4 days in a row, 4 to 6 days in a row, 7 days or more in a row. I would say 4 to 6.
All right. Well, the times I feel cruddy, and it tends to be about a week before I get my period, which I think is in about 3 days, I feel crap, awful. Everyone is being a knobhead for a day.
Okay.
So less than 4 days.
11. My symptoms cause me significant problems or impairment in my social, like with my friends or family, or work functioning. I would say yes, because I broke down on air and I've taken time off. Yes.
No, I kind of recognise it enough to be able to say to people, I'm sorry I'm being like this. It's because of this.
Okay. 12. My symptoms have resulted in hospitalisation. No.
No.
13. My symptoms are the result of being on drugs or alcohol. No.
No.
Then we go into a new section. Symptoms of depression. Not everyone experiences a depressive episode in bipolar disorder. If you've experienced an episode of depression in your life, please answer the question below. Otherwise, press the button at the bottom of the page to score your quiz. If you're uncertain, answer the questions below. During an episode of depression, I have a problem with sleeping way too much or trouble with my sleep, such as getting up in the middle of the night and being unable to fall back to sleep. During depression, quite a lot.
Okay. Well, I would say I don't really have any sort of diagnosed depression. If I'm having a crappy time, I might have trouble sleeping. So somewhat? Or no, just a little?
But you don't have depression?
No.
Is that what you're saying? Well, then you click the thing at the bottom and you move on.
Okay, hang on. Do I not have to fill it in?
Well, if you don't, if you've experienced an episode of depression, please answer the questions below. Otherwise, press the button at the bottom of the page to score your quiz. So
I don't have that.
Well, it's because you've answered that question now.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right,
you're going to have to give anyone depression.
Oh wow! Fancy saying that to me.
Huh?
Right, I've gone to part 3. Go on, you carry on.
15. I have thoughts of death. Oh, baby, come to daddy. Such as wishing not to wake up in the morning or continuing thoughts of committing suicide. I'm going to say somewhat. I feel sad, hopeless or empty most of the day, most days of the week. Quite a lot. And we move on to the... Oh, now we're on to another thing. Question 17. During an episode of depression, I often feel tired and fatigued, even while trying to perform the smallest tasks or physical activities. Quite a lot. During an episode of depression, I don't enjoy things I used to enjoy or took pleasure in. Quite a lot. During an episode of depression, I've had significant weight gain or weight loss. Somewhat. During an episode of depression, I can't seem to concentrate on anything, have problems with my memory or feel easily distracted. Quite a lot. During an episode of depression, I can't stop pacing or sit still. I find that my thinking, speech and movements are really much slower than usual. Well, I find that my thinking, speech and movements are slower, but I can stop pacing, so I'm going to put not at all. During a period of depression, I feel worthless every day or can't stop thinking about past failings and guilt over what I did wrong. My God, yes! Quite a lot. These depressive symptoms cause me significant problems or impairment in my social or work functioning. Yes. Score my bipolar test, baby. What score you got, Boyley?
Mania score 3, depression score 0.
What the heck? This is brilliant news. Well done.
Well, I didn't think I was only supposed to be the control anyway.
Okay. Let's
It
look at the
sounds
score.
bloody exhausting. Let's
look at the scoring key first. 0 to 14, no disorder likely. You're well within that, Catherine. Congratulations.
Well,
15 to 19.
just not in that.
Mild to moderate symptoms. 20 to 25, moderate to severe symptoms. 26 and up, severe symptoms. So let's go through it. Depression score, 27. Mania score, 27. I've got severe symptoms. Possible diagnosis, bipolar 2, baby, on the rocks. Based upon your responses, bipolar disorder, severe symptoms. Based upon your responses to this bipolar screening test, you appear to be suffering from severe symptoms associated with a bipolar disorder. People who have answered similarly to you typically qualify for a diagnosis of bipolar 2 and have sought professional treatment for this disorder. You appear to have hypermanic episodes. You appear to also suffer from depressive episodes as part of your disorder. You should not take this diagnosis as a diagnosis of any sort, or okay, whatever. Ignore that last bit. So I've got it.
Well,
I win. I've won. I've won it. I have won it. I have got it.
But your psych doesn't give it any credence, does he?
My psych is a chancer and a scumbag and a piece of trash. We've never really talked about it. I asked him once. He went, "No, I don't think so." Yeah, I think I've got it. That's that sorted.
Okay. Would you feel relieved if it was diagnosed?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Because you can get away with anything.
Okay, that wasn't the reason I was thinking of, but
you
whatever.
You can get away. What did you do that
lining.
for? What did you do that for? I'm bipolar. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. It's okay. You weren't to know. Get away with anything, Catherine. This is my ticket. This is my ticket out of here.
To where?
I don't know. No, it would help. I don't know why. It would help to have.
I know why. I know why.
Mm-hmm.
Similar reason to my cousin who was worried about her kid for years and years and was trying to get him statemented. And then finally, when it came through that he was autistic, she said, I felt relief because I hadn't imagined it.
Yeah.
And I knew what the enemy was. No, I didn't. It wasn't the enemy. The situation was. And then I knew that there was help for that particular condition. But if you don't know what it is, where do you begin?
Yeah. By the way, for everyone listening, I'm totally not buying into this 100%. It's an online test that took 3 minutes. I'm aware that to diagnose anything as serious as bipolar, and I'm not making light of the condition at all. Maybe I am ever so slightly actually, but to diagnose anything like that, it requires certainly much more probing around than just that little simple test. But yes, it would give me some comfort to have some form of diagnosis like that. If I'm completely honest, yeah, totally would.
Because it would help you approach it. I mean, I'm already seeing bullshine on YouTube here. Intelligent people tend to get depressed more. That's bullshit. It's not about that at all.
No. Did you just do a swear?
Yeah, maybe. Well, it just makes me cross because it's kind of it's a chemical imbalance. It can also be something to do with your history. It's too simple to say that only clever people get it. You know.
Let us go to Sharon. Good evening, Sharon.
Hi.
Oh,
you won me by 1 point.
Oh, what was your score, Sharon?
I got a 27 for mania and a 26 for depression.
Oh, but that might make you sad that I've got a higher score than you, so that might bump your score up.
Actually, I'm devastated, so that's what on my depression.
I'm taking this with a huge bag of salt, this test, but I think some of the questions were useful.
Yeah, but I completely understand the feeling of, all right, you kind of fight against wanting to be put in a box. Yeah. But when you're put in a box when you think you have a particular mental illness, it does make you feel better. You feel like validated that what you have felt hasn't just been because you're inadequate as a person. There's a reason behind it. So, yeah, all right, these tests, you take them as, as what they are. But I can really understand people wanting to be put in a box, particularly when they feel there's something more wrong with them than has been told to them by a health professional. Because I know a lot of people who were diagnosed with borderline personality disorder then end up getting a diagnosis of bipolar 2.
Yeah. Wow.
So I think do you think you have bipolar?
It's something that has crossed my mind for quite a long time now as a possibility. In fact, I did ask my psychiatrist years ago, and he went, I don't think so, no. But we never really talked about it. Do I? I think it's a possibility. I think it's a possibility because the lows are low and the highs are high, man. That's some swing that's going on there.
Yeah. Do you feel like once the highs are over that you thought, what the hell was I thinking?
Well, I find the highs terrifying because I know that you're going to come crashing down the other side. Very rarely in my life have I been in the middle.
Yeah. Highs are great at first. Sometimes I look forward to having a high, but then I know there's going to be a big crash.
Oh, it was fine this morning when I woke up, and I literally felt like I was high on drugs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yes, man. Particularly after yesterday when I was crashing down. I don't know. And when I'm not going to bother my doctor now because it won't really change anything. But when this is, we're out of this, then maybe I will investigate it a little bit further.
Yeah. Yeah, because I do think for some people it helps, to be put in a certain box. Yeah. Other people it doesn't; they don't want to. Yeah. But this is how bad. I put you in the lineup the other day.
Oh.
I was arguing with my brother. I said I was speaking to Iain Lee the other day. He went, I don't know who he is. And then for 5 and 10 minutes we were going, you do know who he is. I don't know who he is. If you put him in the lineup, I wouldn't know who he is. Oh. So for 20 minutes I was snapshotting different people. And he did pick you out in a lineup.
There you go, you see. Well, thank you, Sharon. That's what I needed. Thank you. 0344 499 1000, as long as it was a line-up like that and not a dodgy one. Jordan says, leave the cat alone, it's ill. That's not the cat that's ill, Jordan, so you can stick that right up your ass. Barry from Watford, it's late for you, my friend. What's going on?
Well, you don't have to make it hard for me, do you? I'm trying to keep your spirits up special.
Yes.
And it's all this mental talk, and I don't mean that in the pejorative sense. I mean,
it sounded pejorative.
No, I didn't mean mental. But
you said mental.
Well, I meant of the mind.
Well, you meant all.
I didn't. Well, I said mental. I wasn't using it.
Are you saying mental or menthol? I'm confused.
No, as in mental.
As in mental, as in what?
Mental.
As in bonkers?
Yes, bonkers.
As in nuts?
Yeah, nuts.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable language, Barry.
Oh, you can't say nothing now. There's a Fruit Loop. Surely you can say that, can't you?
You can't say Fruit Loop. No, you can't say nutcase. You can't say fruit and nutcase either.
No, nut is a fruitcake.
You can't say that, no. It's offensive.
I quite like fruitcake, though.
Yeah, exactly. But I'd done a lineup of you. It was you, a pencil, a long drink of water, and a stick insect. And my wife picked you out second after the drink of water.
I'm surprised you didn't include a streak of piss in there as well.
Oh, I did. Sorry, I forgot about that. But pencil salt, I thought I wasn't allowed to say it.
Oh dear, you're so offensive. But listen, you're an old person, and soon you will. What? How old are you now? 84.
Oh, at least 84. I'm allowed to. There's a certain excuse.
Yes.
It's VE Day tomorrow.
It's VE Day right now.
Yes, that's right. Right now, 75 years ago, I was fighting for this country.
What?
I was fighting for this country, yeah.
Where?
I know, in France and that. Yes, I don't expect you to understand that.
Fighting in the army, or just like brawling with Frenchmen?
Yes, in the army, oh yeah.
Oh, really? What regiment were you in?
The really hard one, the rifle regiment, yeah.
And what was your... Here's the thing my dad told me. He was in the army. He didn't fight in the war. He wasn't that old. But he said, the thing that you never forget... You can forget everything. You never forget your number.
Yeah.
What was your number?
3. Number 3. In...
I thought it was a bit longer than that.
Must be at least 15 years since your VD day, wasn't it? That celebrating, get rid of that. Oh, you're not allowed to say that now, I suppose.
You can say that. You can say that. It's yeah. But it did. It actually. I got VD 15 years ago today because I dressed up as a GI and went to an old people's home.
Victory downstairs day, that was.
With bars of chocolate and silk stockings for all the nanas.
Well, my Margaret, used to do a lovely line of gravy browning down the back of her leg so it looked like stockings. I'd done her an entire dress out of Bisto once and decorated her all up. Of course, she didn't half think she attracted the dogs, I'll tell you that.
Well, you're not allowed to do that anymore. That's classed as blacking up.
No, well, I know.
There's nothing you could do.
It's ridiculous what you can't do now. We used to do all sorts, dunking a witch, shooting the patellas off our friends with an old rifle.
Shooting Germans.
Shooting Germans, eating asbestos. I mean, great, wonderful days. Not allowed to do a damn thing now. It's the old health and safety gone mad, isn't it?
So what are you doing to celebrate VE Day? It's a serious question. Are you having a flyby? What's the plan?
I'm thinking
powdered eggs.
Have a bit of powdered egg. I'm gonna get some powdered egg and put it all over Margaret's body. Pretend she's got a nice yellowy summer dress on. Oh. Major Tom, we shuffled round his garden 200 times.
Oh, God, yes.
They said on his own, well, let's be fair, he did have a Zimmer frame. Come on. I
cheat.
Celebrate.
Cheat.
Little cheat, isn't he? Fame hungry. Anyway, the point is, before you all write in, I'm kidding. I was thinking of shuffling round my garden tomorrow if I can be bothered and trying to get some sort of fly past.
Instead, you were just sat there shuffling in front of the TV, weren't you?
Plenty of flies, though. That's always good.
There was a fly past in front of the TV, something like that. Anyway, very little time before the end of the show, but I hope I've raised the...
Is that it? You come on and mock people who are mentally ill. That's your keep your spirits up special.
You're not allowed to do that now, are you? No, jeez. Kathy, can't you enjoy anything now?
Basically, Barry's message to the mentally ill is cheer up.
Barry's message is bring back Bedlam and start selling those tickets.
Yeah, to anyone, I'm joking. I'm kidding. I was. Well, I don't have any excuse. You're right. I was sort of joking. It's only a joke. I just thought I'd prick the balloon of po-facedness
Plus, different times, Barry. Different times.
Different times, Barry.
Different times.
Different times.
Right, okay. This sounds like it's winding up now.
It's kind of slowly coming to an end. We're done.
And then, like the Hindenburg, it's gradually hitting the ground, bursting
Into flames, and people are running away. Those that manage to survive.
Whilst the commentator's crying. Yeah, go on.
But please enjoy your eggy wife tomorrow. We'll be thinking of you.
Oh God, yes.
Geez,
Are you gonna dip your soldiers in?
She's already done that.
She's gonna be proud.
She's already done that.
Oi, cheeky mare.
She's calling your wife a wartime tart.
I know what she's saying.
Different times, Barry. Different times. We could have all been dead tomorrow.
We didn't have any bananas back though, so when bananas popped up, you took them. You got as many as you could.
She certainly did, but that's another story. Ladies,
She always had stockings and chewing gum.
Happy VE Day, Barry.
Happy VE Day, everyone. We're all free and keep your chins up. Come on, guys. We'll get through this. We won't be long now. Hello?
You sure?
Yeah, I'm off to bed now. I'm going to give a jolly good cuddle and a kiss on the lips.
Oh.
Yeah. Might touch her face a bit and all, you know. Get a bit saucy. Right, okay. Well, that's enough of that. And good night, all.
Night.
No, Barry.
No. Bye-bye. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I got a cat sleeping on me. Oh, she's not sleeping on me. She's just woken up. Hello, Patty. Listen, we can hear some real live purring. Hang on, here we go. Oh, that's loud, huh?
Yeah, I can see George in the background, seeing if he can get in the action.
Here we go. Patty. Oh, Patty, talk into that.
Oof. That's incredible.
She's got a loud purr. She purrs at everything.
That sounds like one of those things used to measure radiation.
It sounds like a vibrator. Which I think you can also measure radiation with inside a lady's woo-woo.
Oh.
Let us go to... I've got to move my microphone now, buggered up. Let's go to Jez. Good evening, Jez.
Everybody say ho, yeah. Everybody say hey, yeah. Everybody say ho, yeah. Let's make love tonight. You've got a top 20 hit there, my friend.
Yes, man! You work in the music industry.
Yeah. Let's get it printed. Let's get it on YouTube. I'm thinking you on the top of a hill.
Yeah.
Drone shot, circling with a guitar.
Yes.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm totally in for that. Are you serious? You seriously think I can get a hit with that?
Hell yeah. That's brilliant. Catchy as anything.
I've seen how this plays out. You're going to end up doing a photo shoot. He'll ask you to slip your top off before you know
Whatever
it.
it takes.
You'll have a video out there that you don't want out there.
Whatever it takes. Catherine, would you like to... Have you got a spoon there, Catherine? Because I'm about to dish up some good old humble pie covered in man custard.
Oh.
Thanks.
Jez, thank you, man. So what, do you work for a record label or something?
No, not at all.
Well, who are you then?
I just make videos on YouTube.
Oh, he's a viral.
Well, okay. Well, how many? What kind of audience do you get? How many? Okay, it's disappointing, but we can still salvage this. What's your most successful video? How many views have you had?
6 million.
What? Yes, man. When do you want to do it?
Let's do it soon. I think I'm pretty local to you as well. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it soon. Thanks, Jez. 0344 499 1000. Absolute chancer. Not going with that guy.
Legit.
Mm-hmm. Absolute chancer. Let's go to Sheila. Good evening, fake Sheila. Oh, jeez. Hello? Hello?
Surprised.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this me?
Yes.
Right, so I had a quiz. I can't do it now. I've got such a good quiz for you both.
Well,
a music quiz.
Okay, we'll do it. Are we running out of time?
No, I can't do it now. Can I do it tomorrow?
Yes, of course. Well, it's called Straight to Air tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got really good... Right, I was going to do a quiz show with my friends, and it's been postponed. It's brilliant, and I've got all...
Give us one question now to whet our appetites.
Ooh. Okay, I'll play the first track.
Okay. Oh, music plays on that. Here we go.
Oh, she's got
Here we go.
multimedia.
I don't know if you can hear it.
I bet we can't.
Celine Dion. Can't live living without you.
That might not be the question.
Is brilliant. Celine Dion.
say?
Is
Okay.
brilliant.
What's the question?
There's no question yet. It's a quiz.
Yes.
So the
yes.
question is.
I've got I've got so many questions.
Well, you'll give us one.
Quiz.
What was the question connected with that?
No, because I can't say it because it will spoil the rest of them.
Were we supposed to name who it was and the song or something there?
Yes, it will
Boom.
be
That's
song
the
and
question.
artist. Go on.
Well, that was Celine Dion.
Can't live if living is without
Can't
you.
live if living is without you by Celine Dion. Am I right?
It's excellent. I love her.
Yeah, but this was the easy quiz. I'll do the hard one tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh,
we look for-
promises.
If I'm
I tell you what, Nigel.
Yes.
Say hello to Sheila.
Hello.
Hi,
I'll do
Sheila.
the question then. Should I do
Sheila, give Nigel one.
the next
one.
question?
Pardon?
Okay, next one.
Yeah, next one. What do you want me to do, Ian? Oh,
You should know this one, Nigel.
oh yeah.
Did you get that?
Collins.
It's easy. I know it's easy, but did you get that?
All right, Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do the next one then. Okay, ready? Everyone ready? No, that's the same one. Oh,
I can't hear anything.
next one. Oh, it's in the screen.
Britney Spears.
Hello?
John.
Did anyone get that one?
No, I couldn't get that one.
Should I do it again?
No, I wouldn't be able to get it.
Okay, I'll go for the next one then.
Yeah, go to the next one, Sheila.
Okay, Nigel. Here we go.
Oh, sorry, I don't know that one either.
You don't know that one either? Okay.
I can't hear all that.
Next one. Next one.
Hmm.
Talk Radio.